Our principal shot a deer in front of our school. Like that's how we're out. That's
what
he shot a deer. It was deer season. So it was deer season. The window opens and the rifle sticks out. You just hear a gunshot go off. And
No fucking way.
There's deer out in the field.
No
and you just see the old deer flop over, bro. Yeah, swear to God.
Something tells me that wasn't his first time doing that either.
Dude,
yeah.
no, he had a gun in his office.
Exactly. He's probably feeding him corn. He probably had a corn feeder out there.
He had a gun in his eye. He knew they were going to be out there that morning. It was a beautiful night. R.I.P. Driggers. Yeah. I don't know if he's dead, but he should be. What are we talking about?
Bass fishing.
All right. Well, yeah. I think that now, unless you have $100,000 worth of forward-facing sonar on your boat, you ain't making it anymore.
Man,
you know what I mean?
That's to make it. Yeah, of course. The tournament fish. Hell no.
Even if you're fishing out here in the ocean with these fuckers, if you go out there.
Oh, it's a rich man's game for sure.
All
Absolutely.
of it is. And my uncle's in the NASCAR Hall of Fame for Georgia, and we could all build a race car together, back in the day, and now. If you want to build a race car, you got to have $100,000 just to win. Right. It cost you $100,000. Now, if we won back when my uncle was racing, you would win half the money if you were the driver.
Okay,
right? The driver would get half the money, and so he got sponsored. I mean, he built Bill Elliott's Motors. He raced with Dale Earnhardt for a long time.
Damn.
Yeah,
so he raced in Daytona 500.
He raced in 2 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, the. What is that thing over here? The snowball derby or whatever it's called. It's the beginning of the racing season.
Okay.
They all go down
Homestead,
there.
down in Homestead? Is it that one?
Yeah, I don't know where it's at. It's called the snowball
derby. They got a
derby.
big track down there. They do NASCAR.
And they all go down there. And he has the pole. He has the record.
Oh.
He looks just like Kenny Rogers. Swear to God, he was in that movie Six Pack.
The gambler.
Yeah, he was in the movie Six Pack. He was the race car driver for Kenny Rogers in the movie Six Pack.
Oh, there you go.
That's my only claim to fame for Hollywood. That's all I got.
Yep.
I mean, he's dead now, and he was a piece of shit. My uncle was.
Was he?
He beat his wife to death.
Oh, fuck.
Did he really?
I think so. She had plastic surgery, and then she died.
Oh.
She got a infection in the plastic surgery and died.
Damn.
Yeah. R.I.P.
On some fucking Joan Rivers shit.
Yeah, before plastic surgery was cool.
Wow.
Like she was way ahead of the game. She was like, I'm gonna go in and pull my face back, and they would use like staples and shit. You know?
No one's gonna know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, now
they're in there with a hammer and chisel.
Well, now they're breaking jaw. All the girls look the same now that are getting plastic surgery. Whoever's got them, they all got them on the same fucking docket.
My mom invited me over the other day, and I saw her sleeping on the couch and just watching tennis, just double chinned up, tech neck like a motherfucker. And I looked at her.
She watches tennis?
Yeah, she's like, come over. I'm making food or whatever. She's like 5 minutes down the street. She loves tennis. I don't get it.
No, that scoring is fucking.
I'd rather play. I'm not going to watch baseball. Same way I'm not going to watch tennis.
Yeah.
If I'm not playing, 7-8, and everyone goes. Ben Stiller's just there like this.
Who's watching tennis?
It's not an American game anymore
either.
It's
a rich person's game.
That too. Yeah, it's country club sport.
Yeah. I don't.
Only whiteys play it too.
And look at tennis now. You look at the pros. There's very few Americans dominated internet.
Sometimes
we don't have that immigrant mentality on the tennis.
Sometimes before the
Russians,
serve, though, like I've seen this happen. Sometimes before the serve, they're like a sore loser in the audience because you could hear a pin drop before they serve.
Yeah, they got to be quiet.
You hear a guy go,
got Down syndrome.
Like they just found like a second sniper in the JFK assassination. They're like, get him the fuck out of here.
Found Charlie Kirk's assassin.
That's crazy, dude.
That's crazy, man.
You know what though? I don't know. I don't really.
Hey, it's a crazy world.
I don't have to go that route, but I did just buy Rogue 3 milligrams.
Yeah.
So anything is possible.
Not a sponsor.
I tried these yesterday
with me. Yeah.
And I bought them today.
Yeah. Well, I know.
Addiction.
They're in your world.
Am I too loud in people's headphones? I'm being considerate.
Okay. Yeah, cut me down a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
That's
down
good. Like Jenny Craig. You want to be? Yeah.
I feel like every podcast you listen to, they either say, "Are we rolling?" or "Can you cut my headphones down?"
Yeah. I started with the introduction shit, but I don't think we need one for this.
No, we're fine. I'm good to go.
Because we started. If you are flowing, like Shane Gillis and Joe and all them, like they just like. If you interrupt that with like, all right, we're back from commercial break. If you keep it to TV,
Yeah.
it ruins the whole like.
Yeah, they go to break when they do their rating ads now. Like it's all they just stop.
Yeah,
They don't. I mean, they just cut it, you know, and then they have like fake reading ads.
I would rather
Cut it in, of course.
I would rather have like a TV show out of context, just pick up a conversation
Yes.
where they left off. They're like, yeah, so like when you shoot a turkey, you got to aim for the neck or the. Are we live?
Yeah.
So anyway, in sports, like, no, I want to hear some fucking behind the scenes shit.
The hot mics, bro.
They don't have them anymore. So what's your deal? Are you from? Where are you?
I'm
What
from
is your
Fort
deal?
Lauderdale.
You are.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
And how long
absolutely.
did you do? How did you meet this fucker? This guy.
High school.
Oh, really?
High school football. Friday
Yeah,
Night
y'all
Lights.
look a lot like
Friday
Friday
Night
Night.
Lights forever.
Yeah, that's a good
Actually,
movie.
the first time I met Casey, I was a freshman in high school. He was in 8th grade, and we were at the Italian Festival, which was a big thing at this church down here. It's no longer anymore. And yeah, it's done.
The church is
And so-
done, or the Italian
Festival. Yeah,
Wow,
funding, volunteer, whatever the
Yeah.
fuck. Anyway,
Okay, yeah.
But I had enough
so
CCs.
that
Money
used to be the
laundering.
shit. That
It's
used to be the
Italian
shit. All the
festival.
kids get out there. You checking out the
Mozzarella.
chicks from the public school. You're drinking Four Loko
Yeah.
out of Gatorade bottles and shit. So there was a fight down the street that everybody knew about. So I walked down there with my boys, saw some kid get his face beat in.
Uh-huh.
I'm walking back up, and I see this fucking grease ball just sitting up against a trash can
This guy.
with a 12-pack of Heineken. And back then, he had hair in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And
And
slick
he
back
had a
barely.
slick back. He had
Yeah.
he looked like Silvio Dante, and he was wearing like an Ed Hardy shirt. And he's just drinking Heinekens. He goes, "Yo, what the fuck's good? You want a beer?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure."
Anybody else hard right
Jersey,
now?
So-
Jersey Shore came out at the time, so I was very confused with like watching The Godfather for the first time and seeing Pauly Shore fist bumping at chlamydia.
I go to.
the same
I
fucking
go.
He's
week.
definitely wearing like Dickie shorts or some shit like that.
And I
he's
was,
like,
and I was a little bit of a wig.
and he was
Were
like, and we were saying, "What's good? What's good with this guy sitting up here drinking beers?" And he's just like, immediately your energy was like, "What's good?" Like you were trying to fight us.
Yeah, I was down at fucking.
So we're like,
square.
all
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
whatever. And then we chopped it up, got a beer from him, and then the
Did he
next
say the
year he came to
N-word?
our school. Yeah, the whole conversation,
Yeah.
That's
every
how you
other
say
word.
hello
Yeah, of
at
course.
the Italian
Yeah.
festival.
No
Yeah.
doubt, no doubt.
Oh, eggplant.
Before you couldn't say it, now you can't say it.
Yeah, it
You
was
know, it's
better
too
days.
rude.
And then and then high
We're
school.
not even going to be able to
chill.
say Jew pretty soon.
They're going to
They're
shut
gonna-
that down.
They're going to shut it down.
Mhm.
Nah, because the Jews call people. Oh, like for us?
Yeah, I think that they're going to come after us next. It's
That'd be a
anti-Semitic.
That'd
if
be a
you
cool
say
little
Jew.
segment of you coming up with new things to like colloquialize.
that we can't say.
Yeah, like camouflage around. Like instead of calling
Sure, one of those.
Jews, you call them like.
Gods.
Yeah, they're probably gods. They think they're but I don't like the converted Jews. What are they?
Those are people that are
Just like
it's-
trans
sellouts. They're-
sand.
It's like a bandwagoner from the Lakers to
Yeah,
the
you, like, you
to
can't
LeBron.
just come over here. You
Yeah.
have red hair.
the concept. The concept of it is like,
Well, then the blacks claim you.
so you were once a Christian.
The black Jews. That's like a black guy that has
That's
an
the
English
blues
accent.
right there.
Yeah.
Being a Christian and then converting to Judaism
Oh, they're
is
the-
wild.
They're the ultimate.
Because you're like, okay, what I believed was Jesus Christ the Savior. Now let me back that up for what?
They're called
Money.
something, but a Jew that converts to Christianity is called something.
Yeah, I bet they
There
have
is a
term
word for it because it's like the ultimate human being at
I'll
this
pull it
point.
up.
Yeah, pull it up.
Yeah, because that's because like that Jew. Now I think there's a lot of different Jews,
There are. Yeah.
and I think that the Jews that run. I'm not going to get into conspiracy stuff today, unless you
Yes,
want
you
to.
are.
But if the ones that run like that side of Israel and all of that, like the Mossad and all that stuff,
Mhm.
like I don't think that they're good people. I think there's a lot of good people in the world that are that are Jews, but I think that there are people in the world that are controlling. Like I don't know what they did. But there's a Moore family back in the day that ran the Silk Road. There's a lot of history with that. I don't know a whole story about it, but I know that they used to the sacrificing of kids is Old Testament stuff. That's not new.
I know that's in a lot of cultures too, though. Like you
Yeah.
look at Aztec
And they
culture.
still do it.
They're so
That's still
They're
happening.
still doing
late.
it. You know what I watched the other day? This is a crazy thing I watched the other day. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Used to live in tunnels, right?
Yeah, sure.
With their sensei. What was his name? The rat.
Master Splinter.
All right, and ate pizza. You know what pizza represents? Eating children. That's all over. You remember Pizzagate?
Pizzagate.
Pizzagate and all
okay.
that, right? The
Okay.
Ninja Turtles are all like Raphael, Leonardo da Vinci, DiCaprio too, probably. But they all were, like all of those people that were artists were all, fucking, probably they had eunuchs for sure.
Yeah.
Eunuchs were those kids. They cut their balls off like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, like some
Right.
Game
Right.
of Thrones.
Well,
they-
yeah,
they
it goes
all,
with that
that,
thing,
that
too.
was going on back then. That
Yeah,
wasn't
and the more
abnormal.
power you get, the more depraved you get. It's
Yeah.
like it's a sick vacuum.
Yeah, and which I don't, with the evil like that, I don't want to talk Charlie Kirk too much, but the evil that runs like the world now is definitely, there's a darkness over it now, right? When like the fact that you can do comedy, that we do comedy, and you go to an open mic. We all met each other last night. You go to an open mic, and the first thing that people want to talk about is this, like the assassination of a guy
15 minutes ago.
15 minutes ago.
And you know the first thing people did when that happened?
Which is not funny.
They went to their notes folder and just started writing Charlie as soon as it happened. That's what they did.
It's not funny.
Yeah,
Nope.
I mean, MLK jokes still aren't even that funny.
no one cares.
Nobody cares.
No, that's the thing. Like, all right, what is my buddy says is best? He's like, look, man, if you're gonna do topical or current events, what's that say about you?
You better be good.
Yeah.
You better be
be
good.
good.
You ain't no Daily Show.
No.
You don't have writers from Harvard.
Exactly.
You don't
What does that
Exactly.
say about you? There's
Opinions.
nothing below that surface level.
Well, you're all, yeah.
What do you
Like,
bring
what-
to the table?
what are your life
a new
experience?
premise on why Kanye's a Nazi? What the? Oh,
Well, by the way,
you're the pioneer.
Nazi,
Shut up.
Yee or whatever his name is just ahead of the curve.
Yay.
Ye is just ahead of the. He knew that we were
Yahweh.
going down communist road.
Yeah.
He knew it. He just called it. He's like a prophet of some sort. He's a weird CIA operations guy that I don't know what he is, but whatever that guy's doing, because he gets it, man. Whatever that is. I don't agree with his songs. I don't agree with his music, but he is definitely allowed. Like, you know what? It's like Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, the only reason that people find him funny is because people see that he's like 2 steps ahead of comedy. That's all he is, right? So he goes and does that trans stuff on Netflix, right? You remember that? He did the
I think
trans.
it was funny.
It was very funny,
It was
whatever.
very like
but
cool.
it was also, people were sick of hearing it. So, and he knew that. So in order to, he goes out and does a special, and it just resonates with everybody.
Okay.
That's how comedy kind of works, I
True.
think. I
Yeah,
think comedy
true
is
that.
it's like being ahead of what's going on,
Yeah.
and then being able to fucking attack it at the right moment and hitting it at the right moment. That's why Nate Bargatze is so famous right now, because everybody wants wholesome shit. Everybody's sick of this all dark woke stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
I don't even want to call it woke. Woke is a dumb word, but that's why he's selling out theaters or arenas,
Right.
17,000 people on a Sunday afternoon at 3:00.
Yeah. It's lighthearted. It's like an escape from all that
it's an
other
escape.
shit. Yeah.
It's like church, because church sucks now. Nobody likes going to church anymore. It's a formula.
Seinfeld was cool
Yeah.
for that. Like before Nate, that was like the 90s.
He was the 90s.
Nate,
yeah, but
of like
I don't know
that-
about stand-up.
Not style. I'm not comparing style. What reasons to go see him? Because he was all about airplane peanuts and all that shit.
Did people go? Do you know people that went and watched his stand-up?
Yeah, I know people that seen him.
Really?
Still to this day. Like Broward
I heard
Center.
he's bombing now. I heard he bombs every time he goes up.
Speaking of bombs, you see what he said about Palestine?
I heard.
He just.
I mean, he's.
We don't even have to go there. But it just like, it's funny because I read his quote in his voice when he does it on his opening at for Seinfeld.
Oh, really?
Because he says,
No, nothing. I was looking at the camera.
he said, if you like Palestine, because he's very pro-Israel because he's Jewish and all that stuff. But he's like, if you like Palestine, you minus what he's like, I like people in the KKK. And this is I'm paraphrasing, but he said something about like, I like people in the KKK more than people who say free Palestine, because at least they're honest about actually hating Jews, minorities, black folks, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I
See his
read
point.
it like he was setting up a premise.
Hey, yeah.
I like the KKK.
I like the KKK.
What's the deal with black people? They're
Yeah.
not black and they're not people.
Wait,
They
Jerry
just live in
Seinfeld's
my
Jewish? No, I'm kidding.
He's awesome.
Yeah, Seinfeld, man. You can still put that on and just let it ride. I love that show.
I put some notes in all of our
It's
phones.
aging. It's starting to age a little bit,
Okay. Well,
in my opinion.
Yeah, but dude, we're like I liked watching you cook last night on like I'm like, what's the deal with caffeine?
Yeah.
Why the
I
fuck
don't know
are we
why
all
we're doing
drinking
caffeine.
Look, the
I don't know.
lesbians know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
the fuck do you get up to get tired again? Or whatever the
Well,
fuck
that's
you
all we're
said.
doing. Yeah, we're just getting up to go back to bed. We're not doing anything anymore. There's nothing like my whole thing about complaining about like people that have an opinion all of a sudden about whatever it is, whether it's the assassination, whether it's abortion, whatever it is that you don't have any life. You haven't lived life, and the problem with that is that you haven't especially girls in comedy. Let's just call it what it is.
That's
all right?
one of the bullet points
They
you wanted to bring
all-
up. Let's
all
go.
girls in comedy either look homeless or like they're about to give a blowjob. That's it. There's no difference. That's all they look like. They all look like whores or fucking like they're hobos. That's all they are, man. They all fucking look like trash. And they're like, I want pro-abortion. Yeah, because you should have been aborted is what I think about them. Like, that's the only thing that's good about these girls in comedy. Not one girl in comedy in South Florida is funny. Not one. Name one. Name one that you will fucking go pay to come watch. Go watch. You can't. Or I'll wait. Exactly. These fucking whores, dude. They're all the same. Fucking bitch. And they all think they're entitled. They all think they're entitled to some bullshit. Oh, yeah, I got you are single and you're 35 years old with no kids. What is your point of life? Why are you still alive? At 35, if you don't have kids, we got to put you down, dude. We got to go like, that's what they do in Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia, they put you down.
Send him to the kennel.
Yeah. You're just just send him out to pasture. Jesus Christ, the girl I'm with now, she's 40. I got her pregnant. Like, I mean, my shit can fucking fly through a dead woman and get her pregnant. It don't matter. I'll come on a dead woman's back and she'll get pregnant. Fucking crazy, dude.
John, I have a waiver we got to let you sign after the podcast.
I don't care. I'm against all comedians right now, like especially in South Florida. I think they're the laziest fucks on the planet.
No, you pointed out some good points from last night.
I just think that there's nobody that's trying to help rise each other up. Nobody's out there doing it. There's nobody doing it. And the fact that we go to the Sad Man's and Jimmy Schubert is probably the #1 guy down here that everybody's like, he's the only comic down here that's any good. And he's a legend. You know who Jimmy is? Like,
he was on Entourage.
I met him at Sad
cool
Man
dude.
He's a great
times.
guy, right? But all the other comics shit on him. They're like, oh, he's still doing the same stuff. I'm like, dude, who cares?
Well, it's jealousy talking.
But you should want him to mentor you in some way.
Opener?
I don't know what I did with it. Yeah, sorry, it's me.
Just pocketed it.
Yeah.
Stealing lighters like Diaz out here.
Oh, man.
Dude, you were on a hate tour, and I actually love it. Dude, I think you pointed out a great point, though, because yesterday you were like, you had a like point. You're like, look, everyone's just talking about the host and wasting their time. Already 3 minutes were done. And what? Oh, was that the light? I just started. You're
going to tell me you drove 40 minutes to get here, and you're going to wait 30 minutes or whatever you had to wait to go on a podcast. I mean, to go up and do 5 minutes, and you're going to wait, and then you're going to go, I'm not even going to try tonight. Then why show up? Go play pickleball, dude. Nobody cares you're here.
Dude, I'm going to be honest.
We don't care.
Crazy.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Now, some things I witnessed are like...
John actually, like, we were beefing for a little bit.
You and John?
Oh, dude, we had some real beef.
But you know what? It was like, I
needed to do it to myself at the time.
You want to explain to Diaz?
I forgot how it started.
You want me to start it off?
How did it start? Yeah.
So John was...
Because I used to drink a lot.
So John was hosting at one of these clubs, and he was drinking a lot of wine in between.
Yeah.
And after every comic, he brought up notes on just negativity, just like this guy ain't shit.
Yeah.
And it was true, but it's like he's just fucking peeing on a fire, and like audience members like, oh, this guy really has a vendetta.
Yeah.
And dude, all of a sudden, like, I came into the club because I just wanted to do a little time and leave, and I was editing a podcast in the club, and he saw that, and I wasn't going in and watching other comics. So he, was stewing him, and he texted me. He goes, "You fucking asshole! You just think you're the shit now because you're going to this place and that place, and fuck you. You were good, and now you're just getting comfortable." Yeah. And he sent me this. I'm telling you, it had to be 8 paragraphs.
It was long. It was a text to talk.
I'm like, I'm not on some hoe shit. I'm not going to fight back on it. I'm calling you to fucking meet up with
and
you.
We were going to fight. We were going to fight.
I'm like, dude, we're either going to fucking throw fists or something's going to happen.
Yeah, and we apologize later. It was very wrong what I did. But
I just wanted to see where you're coming from in your tone because, like, I can't read something and take my own emotions on what you mean. So I'm not this guy that, like, I know how to fight, and I'm sure you do too.
No,
I know how to.
I would shit probably before I got out of the car in my pants.
But I wanted to really give you the benefit of the doubt because I was like, I just want to hear
you might have caught him on a bad day.
I'm telling you, bro. I saw how he was, and I was like,
you know what it is? There's this frustration where I look up to you for some reason, and I thought because I think I see in you that there's this you do have a drive. You're very competitive, and I think you do want to succeed in this industry. Otherwise, you wouldn't be fucking still be doing it with these. You see where the industry's going, right? Yeah. And so I see that, and you're the only person that I see in South Florida. There's maybe 1 or 2 people that every now and then have a little flare of hope where I'm like, oh, okay. And so I think that we didn't connect. Like when we did the podcast here, I didn't do what I wanted to do. I was probably in a downward spiral of dating that girl that was in the Russian mafia. So there was like, when I came down here, I was pretty beat up, right? I'd gone through divorce. I'd had a couple companies I lost, like a bunch of shit had gone on. And I thought I would be like, here's my guy for a while. Like I'll be able to like learn from this guy. And I felt like I didn't do my part in showing like, and being vulnerable or being like authentic or whatever. Like if you want to be gay for a minute and like saying, let's build each other up and be like the best comics in South Florida. That's what I really thought. And I didn't know how to convey that. Right. Because in reality, the person that figures out how to work the hardest in South Florida is going to win. David Goggins said it's easy to succeed now because everybody's fucking lazy. Like if you want to succeed in South Florida, all you got to do is work 30 minutes harder than everybody else in South Florida in comedy, and you can win. The problem is like if there's all these gatekeepers that are doing the comedy scene. Whether it's who I don't want to name names, but there's
crabs in a bucket.
They're
Everyone's
all the
trying
same.
to step over someone to get ahead,
and they're like, "Oh, I'll blow you, I'll jerk you off, or whatever to get to the next level." And like that's where comedy is down here. It's not moving.
That's what I think. So I'm pretty new into comedy. I've taken it seriously for since like the beginning of this year.
Yeah,
and I do see that in South Florida. It's like I've been a fan of comedy for a long time, right? And like it doesn't have that sense of community. There's not the culture for it. It's just like there's a lot of entertainment stuff. We do a bunch of shows in Miami, and those are cool shows. They're fun, but it's like, where does it go?
Ain't going anywhere.
Where does it go from here?
Unless they go somewhere.
They got to go to Kill Tony.
Well, no, but that's not the point. It's unless people in this South Florida, Miami, West Palm, to all the gaping Jupiter, all that. They're not going anywhere unless they go somewhere, and I mean that physically.
Correct.
If you don't leave here, you're stuck here.
You got to go to you got to go to a town that has comedy.
Right.
But yeah, to end this thing was like it was like, dude, like I was upset because we were talking and we were on the phone and he was sloshed, dude. I hope you weren't driving that night.
But I drove home yelling at you.
Oh, so you were driving?
And also, by the way, I just found out that I was pregnant. Like I think that was when I just found out that Erica was pregnant. Oh, so all of that was on the heels of. I had gone on like like a mushroom bender maybe. She told me she was pregnant. And I was like, oh, I've already got 5 kids. I don't know if you know that, but I already got 5 kids. And like then I knocked
6
her
on
up.
The way,
yeah, they got another one on the way. So now like my life in Florida was like to start over, to connect, like figure out who I was as a human again. Now I got to raise another kid. I don't want to run from children. I think that's wrong. And I don't want to kill her because that was my only option, right? So I was like, well, maybe this is God saying, I can come in here and do this, like raise a family because my ex-wives, God, R.I.P. They're not dead, but
to you they are.
Yeah, they're good human beings. They raised my kids the right way, like in spite of me, right?
Okay.
And so, and I've always wanted to be a dad. I don't think there's anything that is more like I don't know what you call it, like when you're like that brings peace, like that brings you joy,
internal happiness.
Yeah, than being a father.
Pure
I don't
joy.
think there's anything else in the world that's that. I think that's the only thing that you actually are alive to do.
Okay.
In my opinion. I mean, when I see my friend is 55 years old, he's an alcoholic and he's single, he's never had kids, right? I'm like, well, you look pathetic. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You never try. Sure, you boned a lot of chicks. I got it. He always tells me about the girls. I'm like, dude, at some point, it's all the same. It's all the same. She's got big fucking lips or she's got tiny lips. What are you doing? She's waxed or she's not waxed. It's all the same shit. Right. And then she's going to have some kind of weird tramp stamp you're going to tell me about. She has a gaping asshole. What is it? It's all the same.
Sounds all right.
Yeah.
But then I saw that and him and I were kind of like, I saw that for what it was. And I was like, dude, honestly, that's why we have good friends, is because we have to argue and shed this layer of fakeness.
Yeah.
Me and Diaz have beef. We've known each other since we were 15 years old.
Thrown hands a few good times.
We've thrown hands and fucking, But
there's another comic here that I've done that with a couple times.
But it's like, dog, it's like that right there made me realize that we actually care for each other more so than just some fucking, I'm going to call you out and we'll just leave it at that. Because it's like, that's a true fucking human being to be like, you need to stop getting comfortable.
Yeah, if I tell you that you're always doing a good job after you're
I was like,
mic,
John's a real one, dude.
Yeah, like I'm here to if we're not growing as people, and you're not trying to be a better, even if it's in like relationship stuff, even though I've been divorced twice, I think I've got a good feel for what this whole thing's like, what this world's supposed to entail as far as how we're supposed to find fulfillment. And I failed at it pretty terribly, right? I got addicted to a fucking massage parlor, whatever it was. You know, I didn't know getting jerked off was a sin. I didn't know. You know, I thought, well, my ex-wife wasn't jerking me off, so who else is going to do it?
That's not in
right?
the Bible.
Self-care.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta go. Like this thing is dying over here. It's just dripping cum, and you know, if it just, I'm not even peeing anymore. It's just cum coming out.
Hey, lady, this self ain't gonna care itself.
Yeah, and I don't want to touch it. You know, if it's gay if you jerk off.
So your goal was to be a dad.
Yeah,
you knocked that
literally
one
just-
out of the park.
yeah.
A couple times.
Started at 24. I started being a dad, which you know, I got kids in college now, so it's fucking insane. But you know, back to the comedy thing. Like I just came down here, started comedy. I went to a couple classes. You know, I saw that there was you could get good at something if you really put the effort in. Like I think that you're probably topical, you're probably observational, we're probably all those things. We can probably see things through a different lens sometimes. I think sometimes we look at comics and we go, oh, they see things differently. I don't know if that's necessarily true always. I just think that we're trying to find, I believe that comedy is at a crossroads, is my opinion, where it's a community of people that if they treat it the right way could attract 1 million people. But always we want to think, oh, we have to have all this trauma. We have to have all this shit, you know? The truth is, man, like not everybody's got all this trauma. Not everybody has to deal with all this stuff. It's just, we're just trying to convey that the world is broken and fucked up. That's really what it is, right? Like, and then we're trying to make it funny somehow. That's what I think it is. And like, you take some of the stuff that you've gone through. It's not, most of the time, it's not that big a deal. Like, it isn't like your wife got murdered, or you got a dad that touched you in the wrong way or something. It's just that you didn't feel like you got a fair deal in the way you were raised or whatever. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Who fucking cares?
No, I've seen a few of that, like a few comics, open mics, whatever shows, and it's like, yeah, the trauma dump.
It's so
It's like,
stupid.
what do we're sitting,
so
we're just
dumb.
sitting through you, like, because you can't afford a therapist.
Yeah.
You got to get up here.
I got to
and just-
listen to you for 5 minutes talking about how you want to blow a guy.
God,
There's a lot of those here. There's a lot of gay
bullet
guys
in
that won't
my
come out.
brain now. Hearing
Yeah.
that gay shit.
Yeah.
I'm so over the hills with that.
But the gay stuff?
No, so I'm in therapy. So this guy doesn't call me back.
Which, by the way, therapy, when
So
did we start
I'm
therapy?
a Libra. I don't, what?
When did we start therapy? How come therapy?
No, why are we projecting that we're in therapy?
Why are we telling
Everyone's
people?
been in therapy.
You shouldn't tell
Shut
people.
the fuck up.
You
Yes.
should. The hour work should be enough to let people know that you're working on yourself.
We get all these little fake I saw this and I was like, oh, we're just doing like minor human achievements for dumb shit. Oh, you did the laundry today. Win
Yes.
for you.
Yeah.
And the therapist, to keep you in therapy, their biggest fucking blueprint is to applaud the small things.
Yes.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You haven't done anything hard in your life, so they got to look at small things
You know,
to give you some kind of
cleaned your
value.
apartment today.
You got to make yourself
You
valuable.
deserve that Klondike
Plus Jordan
bar.
Peterson, make your
You
bed.
fat
Yeah, I
fuck.
got another thing with therapy too. It's like it's what do you go? You don't go to therapy for free.
Yeah.
And if they heal you in the first session, then what do they get out of it?
all right,
they-
I
it's-
do.
they gotta
I,
make you come back.
understand you. Yeah, they got to make it come
It's
back.
like go to the
Exactly,
dentist.
man.
I do.
Yeah, too.
I do personal training. I have a couple of private clients. I help, and my goal is they're like, "How long do you want this session to be?" And this and that. My goal is to get you out of my life and do this for yourself.
Yeah.
In return, I'm going to rely on the universe and just human
Some referrals,
interaction
maybe?
is
Yeah.
referrals.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, everyone gets injured. I'm not trying to fucking gatekeep shit. Going back to the comedy stuff, I'm not trying to gatekeep things. I'm trying to better you. So you're a broken bird. You fell from a tree. You're flying now.
Yeah.
That's all. You gave me a couple of fucking Skrillas on the way. But it's like, dude, I don't know if you've seen a therapist, but when you're a comic, you're like, get more observational. They have a hard stop, quite like a prostitute, where their time is up and how are you going to make this out? Cash or check?
Yeah.
I mean, like that.
You mean
that
when they
there.
get done with comedy or like when they get done with their set?
When a therapist
Oh, a
is talking to
therapist.
you about
Yeah.
your problems.
Yeah.
When they go, and that, when
course,
John,
and that's our time.
And John, and we talked about your 4 kids.
Anyway, you were going to kill your wife in this moment. Oh, hold up. That's your time.
Yeah. You got to leave.
Yeah, you got to leave. I'll see you next week.
Yeah. Just don't kill her now.
Yeah. I want to circle back to the female,
kill her
the
now because
female
I want
comedy
that-
stuff.
Yeah.
I do like when female comedians get raunchy, though. I don't know if that's just something to me
You
I
get
like
bricked,
about
huh?
it. I mean, yeah, it gets me going a
Be
little
honest.
bit. I'm like, yeah, lay it all out there for us.
You want to
you're
know that
upstairs-
she's licking assholes
You're
and all
upstairs
that.
at a, you're on the stage with the microphone
If
in your
she's
hand.
But don't lie to
you
me.
know,
That's a lot of fictional bullshit.
Yeah, none of them are getting
I
fucked.
That's
pegged
true,
my
and
husband-
that's it, like anything. If it's authentic, it goes through. So like, yeah,
Once you
If they're
sniff out a
fucking,
lie,
they're
you're
not
out.
talking about it.
Yeah.
I can promise you that. If they're good at sex, they're not talking about it.
Oof. That's
They're
anything.
not talking about
if
it.
your bragging rights are at high volume, you ain't really doing that shit.
Nah,
boy.
that's why when you hear dudes up there
It's
talking
not
about how
just
much
women.
pussy they're getting,
It's
they're
boys
just jerking
too.
off.
It's everybody.
Yeah.
It's everybody.
Yeah.
I'm the nicest guy in the world. That means you're not.
That
but
means
go
you
on.
suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me personally, I help an old lady across the street. No, you didn't. Shut the fuck up. Talk about some real shit. What separates you? What's real about you? If you talk, people are gonna fuck with you, even if it's not funny. They'll fuck with you because you're being real up there.
You should want people to give you a hard time about some things.
Yeah.
You should want it. Like you should choose
And it shouldn't
suffering
be
in a
for
lot of
everybody.
ways.
It shouldn't be for everybody.
No, it shouldn't. What,
Yeah.
comedy?
Yeah.
No.
Not
It's-
everybody needs to be laughing.
No, actually, dude, I believe that you should be able to come in as if you're an open mic comic, you should be able to come in and say, look, I'm going to sign up for 6 months. And after 6 months, we should take a vote. And you need to get the fuck out and start playing pickleball.
Dude, like Survivor.
Yeah.
Like the tribe has
Like,
spoken.
what the fuck?
That's
These
pretty
guys
good.
have been doing it for 5 years, and they're only
10,
open
I've
micers.
seen.
you really been
I've
seeing
seen-
shit like that?
Yeah,
Like,
I've
Fuck
seen-
yeah, dude.
No,
I mean, I'm only
yeah.
3. I'm really like a year and a half, like hard into it, like
Mhm.
every night. But when I probably, I think 22 or whatever, 23 maybe. But yes, it's the same people doing the same things, not going anywhere. But they're all saying you got to give yourself 10 years. I'll say this, man.
Whoa.
First of all, that's crazy.
For open mics?
Well, just to make it.
in general, in the entertainment.
Right.
That's what
But
everyone, yeah.
That's what everybody says. But that, you know what that's from? That's from the 90s. That's not from today. Like the 90s, sure, man. You didn't have internet. You didn't have
He's
anybody else to go
preaching.
to.
Oh,
you had nothing
spit,
else.
dude.
You had
Spit.
nothing else. But now you got everything.
Pause.
You got everything,
Suspect.
right? You
Yeah.
got everything. If you want to learn how to be a good anything right now, it's all on the internet. You can be a fucking general contractor in 3 months because of YouTube. You can learn how to take out your
Yeah.
own fucking toilet right now.
Yeah, we're
You
living
can
off the
learn.
old playbook.
Yeah, it's the old playbook.
Morgan Freeman didn't make it until he was
Who cares? Yeah, Morgan Freeman has an
Shut up,
earring.
bitch.
Yeah, I don't trust any
Shut up,
black guy with an
bitch.
earring. I don't trust him.
I don't trust any guy with a chandelier on one of their ears.
Nope.
Dangly earrings.
I don't
or-
trust
like-
rings.
Unless
Like
he's
the
hitting
Odell
cleanup.
Beckham-
Unless he's hitting cleanup for the Boston Red Sox, and you got a
Maybe-
dangly
yeah,
earring. I'll
one
give
guy.
you
Yeah,
that.
but he actually got
But-
some. He got shot. Ortiz got shot. Remember that?
Big Poppy.
Big
They
Poppy
did
got
in the
shot.
Dominican.
In the Dominican.
Yeah,
he got
he was
shot.
rolling
in the
deep.
Bad drug
Dominican?
deal.
I met him a few times.
Yeah.
Really?
I
Yeah,
met him
big
in.
dude.
Yeah, big
How old
dude.
were you when you met him?
I was like 15, 16.
And how did you meet this?
At,
in Cuba?
But no, in Puerto Rico.
Fucking,
Yeah.
yeah. He fucking got
I know
touched.
some people that know some people over there. You know,
And you dapped him up?
I got a picture of Big Poppy. We're fucking faded.
You and him?
Yeah, bro.
At 15?
We'll clip it in there. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm like 16 probably, but yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
It was
That's
lit.
a story.
Yeah,
That's quite. You don't want to. You want to. All right. We could talk about off stage, off a podcast.
What
Yeah,
was
it's
going
all
on
good.
before Big Poppy got brought up? What were we talking about? I forgot.
female comics talking about gaping their assholes,
no,
which
like,
I
not-
like for the record. I like that.
No, talking about making it on
10,
the old
yeah,
90s
10 years.
shit.
Give yourself
I
10
think, I
years.
think now, like, I think if you look at the NFL, man, right? They're all just being bred in a fucking lab somewhere. There's no more Bo Jacksons
So
out
to
there.
speak, yeah.
There's no more fucking like these elite athletes that are just coming out of the woodwork. Well, they find elite athletes by the time they're 12 years old.
Yeah, they're all
and they
elite
put them in
athletes.
these private schools and somewhere that they can learn the fucking English language or whatever they're learning. But it's all a school that specializes in the sport that they're playing. They're all doing it now.
Nick Saban used to drop on our 50-yard line with a helicopter.
100%.
Just to
So
shake
did
12
the
black
guy from
kids'
Georgia.
hands
Yeah, Kirby
and be
Smart.
like, you're
they
playing
all
for
did
me
it.
soon. You know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
100%.
And then
They
he gets
all do
back
it.
in his chopper and
Yeah.
You can build a
It's
comic
gawk.
in a lab, and that's coming next.
yeah.
It's coming, dude. There's no real because you think that person that's watching the comedy, do you think they give a fuck? Like
Fuck.
Like you
no.
went through fucking hell or
Hell
whatever.
no.
Like you go to a cruise ship right now, go to a cruise ship and you tell me that AI taking over comedy wouldn't be the best fucking thing to ever happen to fucking comedy.
Right.
Like they know all your data when you check into a cruise ship, and that guy that's up there is not even real, can roast every motherfucker on the stage.
So you're saying AI is going to take over the comedy game?
100%. It's got 6 months. They can already write jokes better than you're using ChatGPT now. Everybody's using it.
I have used it. I have used it just to help me like structure something.
Yeah, and you should.
And it's well,
Structure
it's a learning
is
tool.
real. Structure is
What
real.
am I stealing from AI? Like how I'm not a hack if I just want to better my joke.
That's like saying if you listen to the Joke Doctor on YouTube or whatever, you're not. You should all learn how to structure a joke. We all need that learning.
I used to watch the Joke Doctor.
I love him.
When I
don't
started.
like his voice. He sounds too radio-y to me.
Yeah.
You know, he's got that weird
He
like
makes
up
it-
and down
He
thing.
makes me not want to
What
like.
do you want to do with your life? He's a little bit like Jerry Seinfeld, but like in a weird teaching way.
But that's like taking a comedy class. Like I've taken a comedy class.
I've
here.
taken 2 of them here. Yeah.
My first one is.
You take
like,
Ramones?
No, I took the ball guy with the goatee.
Yeah, I know who he is. I don't know
Mike
his name.
Danzica.
Yeah.
I actually like him.
Nice guy.
I like him. He gave me.
But again, they're not elevating comics. That guy's the same way. You still see him at open mics down here. If it's the same guy, I'm thinking
no,
of.
but he's a no, but let me tell you this. He does cruise ships. You don't see him because he's either not on the road, but he does cruise ships, and that is big bucks.
Huge. Flip Schultz does it.
So what I'm saying is like, yeah, I don't put an open mic beneath me in my local comedy scene
Right.
to sharpen my tight 10 for a cruise ship.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a real audience. I'm chilling. The least I could do is drive my fat ass over to fucking 25 minutes away to Sad Meezy's
Mm-hmm.
and sharpen my shit. Cut the whole line on some fucking, and my girlfriend's a chode and fuck all those people and then go back on the cruise and make that bread.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. And I think that even if I was a cruise ship comic, I would want some of that, some of the details about the people that are on the ship.
But when you don't see anybody, like just because you don't see them doesn't mean they're not moving. Like people are out there.
No, you're
like,
right. Yeah. Like
Schubert, he'll pop in every now and then because he's got a gig in Boise, Idaho tomorrow.
But he's on the road a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I talked to Schubert a good bit.
he's a good dude.
Yeah.
He's actually a good dude.
He's real.
He would not. He's funny. He just wouldn't. Like he was. I gave him. I guess he was drinking coffee. Big caffeine guy. Big health nut, but big caffeine. And he was drinking.
Oh yeah,
coffee.
he only drinks Greek yogurt and all this. Milk,
he
raw milk and
drinks
shit.
Greek, just throats yogurt.
Yeah.
No, he was drinking coffee before he came on the podcast, and he's like, "Hey, I'm all out of coffee. Like, do you have any more coffee?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I got you, bro." And I poured him up just a coffee cup, and it was I microwaved it. I had this. I didn't realize that the coffee was cafecito. It's like Cuban coffee.
I know.
You poured him a whole cup of cafecito?
It was espresso.
Yeah.
It was the Cuban espresso shit. So it was like 16 shots of espresso.
Liquid crack, bro.
Domed it. My grandma was on the podcast. She
Just
would
use it
not
like this?
get a word in edgewise.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what to do about magic.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. And I was like,
Pretty good at magic.
wait till I drop that. He's so fucking funny, dude. He's the man. I got bullet points on our phones. The shit you wanted to talk about, just in case you keep spitting, but I'll throw something your way if you want. Because you told me to keep you accountable for
like whatever it
rants.
is that we talked about. I mean, that we're ranting on.
South Florida comedy scene.
Yep.
Quote, South Florida comedy is a circus, especially with the girls that done that. Most comics, most of them shouldn't have opinions, let alone in comedy. It's all hacks and OnlyFans hustlers desperate for attention. Not one real threat in the scene besides a girl I tagged. The rest, they're ugly, loud, and talentless. Please welcome John Sorrell.
Yeah. And I stand by that. And I will stand by it until, and I'm not trying to burn the bridges or burn boats or anything, but it's like, when my dad's business partner made it to the major leagues, he played baseball for 12 years and he went to rookie ball. When he got to rookie ball, there was 100 people I've told this story a bunch, but when he was in rookie ball, there was 100 kids that were all gods in their high school, right? But this was in 1977. This was like back in the day. And there were 100 of them that got recruited from all over the country. They're all in the outfield in Oakland, which was Oakland at the time was the greatest baseball team of all time, like as far as pitching goes.
Mm-hmm.
He gets there. The coach looks at all 100 kids and goes, I'm just going to let you know that only 2 of you guys are going to make it, right? And so my dad's business partner looks over and says, I wonder who the other guy is, right? Because he knew that he was going to be, he already had his mind made up who the other guy is. And when you go around and you watch comics down here, and even if you went to an open mic, like the first time I saw Jimmy Schubert, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, you don't see anybody that you go, that guy is going to fucking make it. I don't. And I'm pretty good. I mean, I was in ministry for a long time, and I could go. And I've preached in prisons. I've preached in churches. I've done all this stuff.
Yeah.
And so when I saw a guy that was that came off of drugs and got into church, and he could go speak, you're like, that guy, if he went into seminary, would have the biggest church of all time.
Weren't
right?
you a minister?
Yeah, youth pastor.
Youth pastor. You said something here. You said, "I've got a lot I want to get off my chest, including some thoughts on Jesus and salvation." But
I did.
Yeah,
I
we could hold this to you when
You're
you
a
say,
youth pastor, huh?
yeah.
Good money in that shit?
Not when I was into it, but there probably is now. I mean, I'm sure now there's like the churches now have just got a formula that they all plug into. So now it's a little bit different. But
What is your dad? Your dad does something for the church, right?
I mean, he's just involved with like his local church.
Yeah,
He doesn't do any
I've
preaching.
seen him in a robe a couple times.
Yeah, he's like
on
a
stage.
Eucharistic minister. They hand out the
Eucharistic
Catholic?
minister.
Is it
Yeah,
Catholic?
it's like a
Oh, Catholic?
volunteer, like
Yeah.
just doing your part for you know, the
I
house.
think that
Yeah, it's like
churches.
participating in the mass. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I look when I grew up, like we went to a small church. It was Protestant, probably the right one, But I think that all people should be involved in something. That's why I look at comedy sometimes and go, look, if we all had our part to like put into, I look at it like a church. I look at comedy like a church in a lot of ways.
each one teach one.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should be like improving, encouraging each other. Like you should be, accountability should
it's
happen.
true.
All of that stuff should happen. And when you leave a comedy show, you should feel good about not just the people that participate, but I mean the audience should walk out of there. They might not have laughed the whole time, but they walk out of there going, "That was worth every fucking penny that I gave." Right, and I'm also going to put money in the tip jar.
Damn right.
That's what a comedy show should be.
No doubt.
And there should be music. There should be all that stuff. It should not be so. And I get it. You like dirty comedy from girls, and that's fine. I get it. But there is something to it that there's a smart side of doing it. There's a smart way of doing it, like
I agree.
Stephanie and all that. But then there's some girls that do it because they want a shock value to it.
Mhm.
It's just like the people last night that were doing, shock value Charlie Kirk comedy. They're like, I want to find. It's just reactionary is all that is. It's
Right.
not
Yeah.
really. You're not going deep. Like when you see something for the first time and you go, "Oh, I'm going to make fun of this bottle," and you say something about that bottle, that's not funny. It's not funny until you go down into the bottle and figure out how to make people say, "Oh, that bottle is funny."
Mm-hmm.
That's
Start
what
from
makes-
the foundation.
Yeah, you got to go deeper into it.
Mm-hmm. Build from the ground up.
But we don't know how to do that, right? Because we're just fucking white people knuckleheads that are out here thinking that we got, you know what I mean? That's all we are.
White
yeah.
people
And we're,
knuckle.
and we're just trying to figure it out. We're all in this ethos that it also feels like we're just throwing darts at stuff to see what sticks now. And like I think there used to be a formula in comedy back in the 90s where everybody was trying to get on the late shows. They were trying to get on they were trying to get on SNL, whatever it was. There was a path. There is no longer a path.
Right.
There's not a path.
Not
Even
at all.
podcasting, in a way, it doesn't give you a bump anymore. Especially Joe Rogan doesn't give you a bump anymore like it used to. It changed people's lives for like 5 or 6 years. It
No
changed
doubt.
everybody's lives. But now there's no lives that are being changed. They're all just rich people just giving back to each other.
Yeah.
It's just a cycle now. Go watch the Elephant Graveyard. Have you seen that podcast?
I did.
Bro.
But the Austin scene, that was
It's a
interesting.
cult.
That was interesting. Who
Yeah,
put
of
me on
course
that?
it is.
John.
I might
fucking-
have sent it to you.
No. Big tall motherfucker. I love him. He's the man.
Loveless?
No, the
Not
guy we
John
did this
Lo-
show in Miami. He was on that show, right?
Oh.
That guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the beard.
John, yeah, I forgot. his
As a
last name.
father, I forgot the rest.
Oh, and I'm not
No, but that
against
Austin comedy scene, it is on some cult shit for
Well,
sure.
here's how you know it's a cult. Or not a cult, but here's how you know that we're all desperate as human beings. You find out, like this is how insecure everybody is too. You find out that we're like, oh man, there's a comedy. We're all in comedy. And you find out, oh, in order to make it in comedy, you got to go to Austin, right?
Right.
So there's a pilgrimage going on. We're going to Austin in order to get to. That's where we're going to go out there and make it. That is some satanic stuff.
and just
dude.
to appease like 3 motherfuckers.
Well, and it's also because of the insecurity that you already have. That's what it boils down to. It boils down to the fact that you're going to go stand in line and sign up for 300 people and get in. And you like, if I can get in front of him, because look, man, I've said this before. 90% of the people in comedy today, if you go to an open mic tonight and anywhere down here in Fort Lauderdale, 90% of them believe that they can make it in comedy. 90% of them. Now, if you go play golf with your friends this weekend, not one of them are going to believe they're going to go pro.
Yep.
Not one of them. Now you got a better shot of becoming an offensive lineman in the NFL.
Some of them have the idea that they are at pro level, though.
Well, that's the
buying the equipment.
Well, that's the
there's
delusion we
tells.
live in. That's
There's
the
tells.
delusion. Yeah.
But that's everything. If you give enough attention to something, or if you connect yourself to something, you're going to get roped into that dystopia.
There's not a delusion. There used to not be a delusion, though. We go straight to the delusion now. We go straight to
Here's
it.
the fourth.
You telling me
Okay.
that Dan Soder and those guys back in the day in the 90s when they were coming up, you're telling me that they were all just sitting around going, yeah, man, we're going to make it one day. No, dude, they were just living immersed in comedy.
Keep it pushing.
They were in the comedy world. They don't care about money. They don't care about if they get paid. They all had jobs. They were just immersed in comedy.
But I was just going to say that.
But weren't the goals then? It was like get the show, go to the comedy. What was the festival in Canada?
Yeah,
Just for laughs.
There you go.
JFL.
Yeah,
Get on, Fallon
So, yeah,
or
there
whatever.
If
were
you're on
kinda
a late
steps
night
to do
show,
it.
you make it
You
immediately.
got a bump, yeah.
Right.
If you get on Joe Rogan, you make it. And in the beginning stages, but like, dude, I agree. And also, like, the thing is, though,
What's next for comedy? That's what you got to figure
dude,
out.
Honestly, though, like, I'm really not connected to shit that ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, I go out there and I've done comedy in Austin, but I'm not gonna. I've seen good comics, dude.
Mhm.
Like, one of my favorite like comics right now, bro. Joey Diaz is number one. Seeing him live, I don't know if you've seen. It's the best thing I've ever seen in the world, but on mushrooms. But like, if you watch like Joe DeRosa,
Mm-hmm.
his recent special
Mm-hmm.
made me like change the way it gave me a factory settings on like how I look at comedy, because he's just so fucking, he was raw. Like, he was good, but then he just didn't give a fuck. And
That's
he just
another
made
guy that
shit
goes
happen.
way back like that too.
Dog,
Like,
and
he
it
came
did.
up
It took
back
him.
then, too.
He was just a loaded spring, and he's always been popping. But this shit made me like, I was like, comedy special of the year, that Joe DeRosa shit. If you've seen it
Rose
already.
Garden. I never promised you a Rose Garden.
Have you seen it?
I've seen clips of it. I haven't seen all of it.
But check this out. My point is, though, it's like I've seen people like him out in Austin,
Mhm.
and then I see like these WWE comics, like they're all about flair.
A lot of freak shows.
Like you got a fucking funny like tie-dyed goatee or a mullet or some shit, and you're like, yeah, my trans fucking retard daughter,
yeah.
and everyone's like, like loving that. That's eventually going to be obsolete. But you go there while the pool is nice.
Yeah.
And if you know in your heart of hearts that you're a fucking real one, and you know that you got substance, you don't have to worry about the glitz and glamour or where you nail it. Because we're still, by this logic, we're still comedians. We're still trying to make it somehow. We're still on a podcast.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
all this stuff that
Yeah.
we're preaching about don't have a fucking thing to do with nothing, as long as we keep it pushing. As long as we're like, you know what? Hold my beer.
Yeah.
And just fucking go up
We're
and do
still
10
doing it.
minutes.
Yeah, we're
and
still
then
doing it.
And then
Yeah.
4 or 5 fucking bookers
Yeah.
are like, hey, you want to go to my show? Yeah. I'm never once looking at these little like fucking that are like, that are trying to do some shock value shit or whatever. Because
Well, that's going to run out. Crowd
That's what I'm
work, shock
saying.
value. It's
That's what
like
I'm saying.
it's
How
like a
much
fat
times-
black guy. A fat black guy's only got a limited amount of time before he's going to have some kind of material.
yeah, the N-word's his
Yeah,
punchline.
you can't keep
I said
doing
that to
it.
one of the
Yeah.
comics. I was talking to some dude, and I was like, I don't know if it's Atlanta. I don't know where the fuck I was, but I was like,
Miami.
cool. Nah, it wasn't Miami, but it was one of my boys, and I'm if I say I fuck with you, like I can't not tell you, I'm just, that's how I was like, dude, hey, you ever think about like the N-word is after everything you say, you ever think that's the punchline? You think they're not laughing at your EBT card
Yeah.
auntie at the DMV trying to like buy her driver's license with her EBT
Yeah.
card
Pretty funny.
without saying the N-word? And he's like, no, that's not the case at all. I go, we have another show, next week? Say it without the N-word.
Yeah.
It did not work.
No.
And then he goes,
I got to use it now. Yeah.
and he goes and
Yeah.
says it. He's like,
Like,
yeah.
that's the last time I ever listened to a white person.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a boat. We're doing a free cruise to Africa.
Yeah. Well, it's
But no, I just like that's I don't know why I went down this dark rabbit hole.
It's not like it's
But-
not a dark. It's like they're eventually, and I've heard them all say it, man. They
You
all
rem-
say it. They're all. You
What do they
got to
say?
get back to material. You're gonna have to have an act at
Dog,
some
you
point.
remember me? I was crowd work first.
Yeah.
I was being such a fucking loser. I was like, I'm good, but that's not what you want.
Yeah, where's the
I would-
substance?
I wasn't
Not there.
getting booked because tilt a little bit on your
Gotcha.
mouth. Yeah.
Let me drink more beer.
Dude, I did it unorthodox. I started crowd work first because that's all I saw, and I was like, "Oh, I could just do
It's
that."
the future. You're like, it's the future.
I.e., I have no material. I'm stalling, and we just found out some Puerto Ricans cheating on his wife in front of 30 people. You guys have been great. Thank you so much. Have a good night. I've been Robert Diaz.
Here's your divorce papers.
Yeah, but it's like, hey, get fucked, bitch. I admit it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just like finding out that you can if you look at where everybody's going in the future now, like what all these guys, they're all trying to get on movies.
Really?
If you see the big comics are all on movies now, man. Whether it's Shane Gillis and Tires, whether it's
Tom Segura with the show.
Nate Bargatze's got a movie coming out.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that?
That's what I'm saying. Like you should. Like there's always a tier that we're going to. What I think is they're the gatekeepers of, because they say the 250 comics are the only ones that When I like. For like us down here, like we're all like, and I'm not trying to make an argument for it or say that it's right or wrong. I'm just saying I don't know. I don't know what the future is for what's going on now. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if you should like, because if I was to tell a guy right now that wanted to get into comedy, I would say, look, dude, go figure out how to be a clean comic and go do churches, because that's where to me that's where everything is. Because this shit that's out here right now, you got to wade through all of this mud forever, and by the time you get done doing it, you're going to be so beat up because of all the crap, and you will become the people that you hang around. No matter how you look
are the
at
company
it,
you keep.
are the company. And like, so if you hang around open mic comics all the time, you will become a fat, lazy person. As far as like in your mind, you will become that. And you will think, oh, I'm a good comic.
I saw a guy that went trans in New York. He got
That's
tits
crazy.
last time I saw him.
Yeah.
He had no tits. He was a man.
What do you think about the
They
trans?
get some fat titties.
You think
Dude,
it's real?
He
do you
is
think
fucking
trans is real?
Stacked up, dude. He is a fucking
Such
fake.
a fucking
stacked up.
play.
He's a fake muscle mommy.
Such a
Stacked up.
fucking play, dude.
No, check this out, though.
I'm against it.
No,
it's
check
pretty
this out, though.
crazy. It's just the.
I'm against it.
Hold on. What?
Well, first of all, clean comedy at a church. That's what you should start.
Yeah.
You
That's what I
probably
would
get
start.
so much pussy doing that.
I just
Maybe.
it's a,
I mean,
it's a stupid story that I want to say.
Sounds sick.
So this is funny because like he did get double D's and went all fucking. You know, he looks like Timothy.
Angel Bimbo?
He looked like Timothy
Shout out to
Chalamet from
Angel
The Jump.
Bimbo.
Yeah. And then he went Thai lady boy Timothy Chalamet.
Damn.
Yeah.
And he didn't tell anybody.
That's
he just
crazy,
showed
too.
up like
No,
nothing
you can't
happened.
do that.
And he went on stage.
Can't do
And
that.
everyone was like, yo,
I think you didn't have tits last time.
I saw you last week.
Yeah.
Why you got titties?
You got tits now, dude.
Black dude was in there. I got an espresso martini, like a
Yeah, that's
and
pretty
I was
weird.
just
It's
watching.
the new Red Bull vodka, by the way. It's the same thing.
Hilarious. It's classy middle-aged Red Bull vodka.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you're so
Yes.
blacked
Oh,
out
yes.
and ruin your
I need
life off
something that
social
has a
media.
little
Yeah.
caffeine in it, but
We did that in the 90s, bitch.
So what I'm saying is he just went up and he's like, "Oh, I was in the subway the other day and like this and that, and you know, being a woman's hard, especially when it's your first time." And everyone's like, oh, "What fever dream am I having?"
Yeah.
I like this guy. I'm not saying nothing about it, but it's like, yo, don't pull the rug.
I think,
That was
I think
crazy.
with the trans, it's a mental thing. I think these people were abused.
100%.
Every time.
It's
Yeah.
always-
99% of the time, they're abused.
It always stems to mental shit.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
They
but I
can't get
think I'm
over it.
not.
It's shit they want. But also, you feed that mental shit. If you keep
Don't
feeding
enable
it,
Don't
you keep
enable it.
Well, we are enabling it now. That's what America is. We enable whatever you want to
Because
be.
there's a market for it.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
dollar, the
The
mighty dollar, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, if
It
there's
makes
a market,
money.
if I was a plastic surgeon, I would shut the fuck up about
Yeah.
trans operations.
Get
I
in
don't
there.
care.
Let me get you some
I don't
titties.
care.
Exactly. Let me
I
give you
don't
some
care.
titties. I live in a
I mean-
mansion on the water in Miami. Here's your
I
titties.
I got a whore who doesn't love me because I've been stuffing her fucking mouth and her bra
Yeah.
for the free, and you have a mental disability. Sorry,
Me too.
what are you doing later?
Yeah. Well,
Jesus
yeah,
H.
It's,
He's going to give you some tits
this
later.
is like the Diddy and Tyson interview. Where he's like, "This my man's right here."
I like this guy here. He's so good.
Stop touching me,
He's my
Diddy.
friend.
You're touching me again.
I don't know. I
I'm gonna
think that
bite your
we've
fucking ear off.
I had some gay friends in Atlanta forever when I was there.
Yeah,
and
the gays they're big
they're-
time
oh,
up there.
The gays ruined the gays. Like the new gays have ruined the gays.
Sure.
1,000%. The old school gays don't like the gays anymore because they're not any fun. They're all like everything's about like
They're making them look bad,
like,
bro.
the old. I used to go to my friend's house that were gay. They had the most beautiful house ever. They had been together for 30 years. They were always cheating on each other
it's
because
like
they cheat.
and they happen to suck cock.
Yeah.
they don't lead with it.
Yeah, no, you don't even know
I like
sometimes.
a nice little like silky little.
they voted
pop.
for Bush.
They voted for
They
Bush.
voted for
and
Bush.
they hate Bush.
Yeah, they
at
hate
the same
Bush.
damn
Yeah,
time.
they're the ones that taught us how to shave our cocks.
They avoid and enjoy Bush.
But they don't now. They just can't. It's
Did
too
you just say
much.
gays taught us how to shave our cocks?
Yeah.
Yeah, now
We
it's
would not be
it's
shaving
an
our cocks
attention.
without
Right
thing now.
back.
We would not be shaving our dicks, dude. It's the gayest thing a straight guy can do is
Tell him
shave
about,
your cock.
Tell him without saying names. Tell him about our friend in high school shaving his, stenciling his pubes.
All right, yeah. So in high school, all the pubes are coming in, everyone's rocking it, and so our buddy goes, he goes, yo, I got this sick idea. I'm gonna shave my initials into my pubes.
That's a lot of pube.
We're like, all right. So he grows it out for like 6 months, and he goes to do it, and he did it in a mirror. His initial is J. He shaved it in a mirror, but he did it reverse image, so it just looked like a fucking hook.
Yeah. Get in here, dude. That's what I'm saying. I got to hook it. Hook, line, and sinker.
Just a gay L.
But how long does that, like when you're in the shower, do you ever have a point where you're like, dude, I have been in here too fucking long shaving my dick and balls.
There's a man, you got to have like a man timer.
Yeah,
of being
yeah,
like,
you-
how much manicure?
Yeah.
I just trim and go because like if I just went full Caillou bald,
Oh, yeah.
that would look crazy, bro.
Yeah,
I got
I'd
the
look like
fucking
an
chest
image-
hair.
I'd look
I,
like
got
a-
the, I would look like
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
Like
look
I had to get my
you
fucking.
look like a- you
then I
look
have to
like
get
a
my gallbladder
12-year-old.
removed.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
I did it one time.
was I going through a
Listen,
surgical
I gotta
operation?
keep a flat 5 o'clock shadow.
It's like the
if
sun
not a Jerry
just shining
curl.
on your cock. You're like, what is happening, dude? You're like, oh, I thought you liked it smooth down there. Nah, dude. Girls don't care.
It's got Jimmy Neutron's forehead
Girls
above my
don't
dick.
care. We've
Yeah.
just made it's just like girls getting tits and girls, doing all this shit to their faces. They've made themselves believe that we care what they look like.
Right. And with girls,
We
I
don't
feel
care.
like a lot of shit becomes like a competition.
Yeah,
too,
we don't
like,
care. They do it to
Dude,
themselves.
It's
Right.
crazy because the competition just makes them look more like a man at the end of it.
Well,
They
yeah, I'll
all
say it
look
in my
like
joke.
trans.
That's one of my jokes. Yeah, for sure.
It's just
The
a
hotter
common,
a girl
it's-
gets,
it's
the more
hotter
trans she is.
It's just but it's also just an observation. It's like they
Sure.
compete with plastic like everything on a broad, and they want to look like the next Kardashian. And
They all
just,
look the same now.
Then they just start looking like the fucking fresh fucking undercover brothers that are just up in the lady
Fucking-
skirts.
Just the same.
You know,
And they're
much-
wondering why they're not getting laid.
When I lived in LA, I had a really bad. It's not a pickup line. It's just really bad. I was texting. I'm like, "Damn, you're all woman," and she's like, "You bet I am." And I'm like, "So that means you're all woman?" And she's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "I'm actually just asking." And it's worse. I'm like more of an asshole for calling him a guy, essentially,
Yeah.
because of all the work they've done. But
Because
I
you
don't wanna
can't, you don't know.
fucking-
You don't know.
I don't want to. Don't
No.
lie to me.
Yeah.
You're all woman, dude. That's hilarious.
I don't care. I'm gonna risk it for the for the non-existent biscuit.
I'm not getting laid from, yeah.
I
At this
think
point
if you
now,
gotta question it, you gotta move on. You gotta.
you
if
probably
gotta
should
question
move
it,
on. Yeah.
Too much
100%.
makeup, like too much fucking surgeries. Yeah, swipe
That's right.
the other way.
Do you? Are
Well-
you on dating apps?
I'm unhinged, dude.
Are you?
Yeah. Hinge is proper. Hinge is fun.
None of that shit's proper anymore.
Nah, I know dating apps for me. Biz all keeping it in real life. Y'all know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, you got to go to the bars.
Get to
man.
hit the streets.
Yeah, you get them like you
That's
know,
true.
You get a girl at Publix.
You know what? That's John. And you know what, John?
Get you an open micer.
You
That's
were
what
a
you
s-
need.
Yeah, that's what I need.
You need to get you an open mic girl that's coming
so
up.
she could just talk about how
Just use and
small
abuse her.
smooth my
Yeah.
dick is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
She's
my
like-
boyfriend, he's in the audience. He's filming my set.
Yeah.
His fucking little nutsack
Yeah.
can't even fit in my pussy because it just looks like a fucking Advil.
She'll definitely have painted hair. She'll have
You
painted
should
hair.
write for some.
I'm a fucking ghostwriter for female comics.
100%.
That's a TV show. 12
Probably.
seasons. Sorry, I keep touching you.
They would.
It's a small nook. What
Well,
are
they
you gonna
can't
do?
write themselves.
I'm a comedian.
I'm a comedian.
yo.
Yo, John, yeah, I've been doing this shit where like I'll just do outlandish shit because I don't know I'm retarded. And
You
I'll
want
just
another
play it off with I'll just go, I'm a comedian, it's a joke. And these people are like, I hate you. You ruined my whole day.
He was like Casey was the first guy to tell me like I should not tell it to people that it's a hobby. Like I should say that's like a real thing. You know, like a comedian.
It is.
It is. But I try to let them figure out what I am if I can. If I can,
I get that too.
That's
People-
my day-to-day life on Hinge.
yeah.
When I look at broads.
Yeah, I'm like,
From LA.
I want to just be able to bust your balls long enough to where people go, what are you doing? Are you a
I
comic?
get that too.
Yeah.
I get that.
I
Like,
would
people are
much
like, what
rather
the
than
fuck
do
is
that.
your
They're
deal?
so, yeah, but dude, 9 times out of 10,
Because people are sensitive these days.
if they Google me and I'm not popping up like Nate Bargatze or anything,
yeah.
and they're just like, oh, you're just like a up and coming. I'm like, yeah, well, then I'm out. There's
Yeah.
a
But
there's
that's
a certain
99% of
unattractive.
comics.
There's a certain
course. Yeah, you're
unattractiveness when
talking
you're
to the wrong
talking to a
ones,
broad.
bro.
Yeah. So which I'm saying, I'm
I've
just
never talked to
spamming.
a
I'm
broad.
spamming the honesty with saying I do this and I also do this. Take it or leave it. And
Yeah.
it's not like, oh, I thought he could have been an orthopedic surgeon or some gay shit. It's like, dude, I could have easily got fucking cheated on if I pursued this with a lie.
Yeah.
So what are we doing here?
Yeah, just you gotta always be straight up. But yeah, I've never had to hook up with a girl and tell them that I was a comic.
Oh, you never used I see what
No.
you're saying. Yeah,
So
gotcha.
I never
when they
used
say like,
comedy.
what do you do for work? I mean, technically you get paid to do comedy now.
Never have I ever talked to a girl ever.
I'm putting a finger down.
Never.
But never have I ever.
So you let him approach you is what you're saying.
No, I actually have. It's weird. Because I got married when I was like 24, right?
Some
To my
Southern-
I was going
Southern
into
Protestant shit right
ministry.
there.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
going
yeah.
into ministry. I was like, I'm gonna get married. We had some kids. I was married for 10 years. Get divorced. I played. Played around for a couple years in Atlanta during the when the recession happened. So I dated some girls then, but I like this whole high school chick that I wish I would have seen her drown or something. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of, and that's when I realized that like all girls were nuts. You know?
Hey, hold up. You wish you would have seen her drown?
Yeah, I would have watched it. I would have been like, look, man, you had a good life, you had a good run. But I think that
John, you're right there. I know, but
it looks good doing it. And that's I think when I dated that girl, I think that's when I realized like it's not worth for me to go play the field a lot. I don't like it.
It's a lot of energy expended.
Yeah, I don't like it. And I'm like when it comes to women, I'm the last guy you want to talk to about dating the field. I'll be honest with you, this is a true statement. I've got more kids than I do sexual partners. That's a fact.
Trying to do the math on
I'm
that.
doing I just hear the Jeopardy song in my head. Just waging all my bets.
Damn. So you didn't knock up the Russian chick, right?
No.
Oh, thank God.
No, she
Jesus
was too
Christ.
old. You couldn't knock her up. She was 53, but she did say one time, maybe I am pregnant. I was like, well, I got the juice. It could happen.
Yeah. Like Al Pacino.
Yeah. I mean, it could. She's like, I hope I am. I'm like, I don't know if you should say that.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she was, but she's the one that told me that she's had 15 abortions, and I was like, well, I think that's murder.
Yeah, that's.
I don't think that's.
I don't think any are going to make it out alive.
Yeah, 15 abortions. I don't know if you should be. And I was telling her about my kids playing ball, and
Is
she's
it
like,
a boy or a girl? It's a fetus.
she told me that she cracked a baby's head one time.
Dude, Russian people are just
Like she held the aborted baby in her hands and smushed it with her hands.
No.
Swear to God.
Wow, a chill just ran down my
This,
spine.
this
Yeah,
is going
it's
straight to
fucking-
Patreon.
Yeah, this is not. She was not a. She was probably the darkest human being that I've ever been around. That I've never I didn't know. Like I only dated one. When I moved to Florida, I dated one chick, dude. I dated her. That's it. Found her on Tinder, and I was like, I never dated anybody on Tinder except this chick.
You had no
Swear to
idea.
God.
And you had
I got on the
Come
app,
on.
yeah, because my friends told me to. Because before that, I got on I would just get on the whore sites, and I was going to get a prostitute, right?
Little
I get
back pages.
Yeah, a little back
pages.
page before it got bad, right? But you know what happened? I get on there. You know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. A girl sent me a picture of her fucking head cut off and said, "Send me $10,000." That's what happened.
A girl sent you a picture of her own head.
Like-
cut
Yeah,
off.
well,
Like
it ended
the
up being like
cartel?
the cartel got involved, dude.
Wait
Yeah.
a second.
Welcome to South Florida.
Yeah.
We just started the
And I
podcast.
had just gotten down here, and I was only working for a few weeks. And I was going through divorce, and my friends were like, "Oh no," they were like, "Oh, get on the dating apps." I was like, "I know my dating app is whores, prostitutes." And I got on there, and this girl sending me pictures like, "Oh, this is great." She was kind of cute, little Mexican, little Cubana, I'm like, I'll get into it, we'll go have a French press, whatever you do, whatever Mexicans do together. And I was like, it was cool, and it was going well. And she was like, "Can you send me some money first?" And I was like, "I don't do that, I don't know what that means." But I was like, "We can meet somewhere, or whatever." And then the next picture was her. Saying in a thing like, "This is what's going to happen if you don't send the money," and it was a girl that had been beheaded.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah,
Well,
Was it the same chick that you were talking to?
I don't know because she didn't have a head.
ID.
She had no head, but she did have nice tits.
Oh, man.
No shit.
Man, I got a lot of questions. So, I mean, I think this was a scam from the jump.
Sure it
sure,
is,
of
but I
course.
didn't know anything about scams
It
in
wasn't
South
like
Florida.
within
I'm not from
24
here.
hours, some girl got her head cut off because you
Right.
didn't
No,
wire
they
that
only
was-
had
that
the
was a
pic-
stock image. That was a stock image.
100%. Yeah. I mean, they sent me stock images of like 1,000 guns. Like, we're coming to find you.
Mm-hmm.
And then I heard a helicopter flying over me because I was on a big construction site. I was like, "Shit, dude,
Coincidentally, yeah.
they're coming, dude." And I was already, I was paranoid because I don't know anything about anything. I'm pretty innocent when it comes to that kind of shit.
They
I
sent
didn't
you
ever
a
play the
headless
game.
broad
Now I've done more
on-
cocaine
they
than
s-
fucking Pablo, but
They send you a headless broad on Hinge or on Tinder?
no, it was on
Text message.
Yeah, text message.
Has to
yeah.
be WhatsApp.
No, it wasn't. And as a matter of fact, I had to go change my phone number because they won't leave you alone.
That's a good call.
They won't leave you alone. I blocked it, but then they'll start calling you from another number because they got all burner phones.
Of course.
So they kept sending it to me. Luckily, one of the guys I worked with was this fat Mexican dude, right? That had done the same fucking thing happen to him. And so he's like, this is what you got to do.
Same text, same format.
Same chick. He's like,
Bro,
I
this
got
is
a
just
head-
an extortion
He's like,
scam.
I've also got a headless girl before. I was like,
Yeah,
did you
yeah,
fuck her? You know, I would have fucked her. I didn't know.
Dude, one
Wow.
headless girl from iStock or whenever Adobe.
Well, scare a white guy to give you $10,000.
I mean, it's not-
Yeah,
it
that's
will.
the
Wow.
game they run. These
100%.
guys send their kids to private school doing
yeah,
that.
dude. They're like, oh, this guy's got money. Let's
It'll-
get 5,000 out of
it's
it.
gotten a couple of people.
100%. They wouldn't be doing it.
Exactly.
That's
They're
it.
working at
They
this
play
like
the
harder
cards.
than I work at my 9 to 5
One-
doing shit like that. Like,
That's 100% true. Yeah, they're like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna find a couple of white dudes today. We're gonna get all of that stuff. Now is all a scam. Like when it first came out, when I was a dude that was like, I don't know if I necessarily would go after and meet up with these prostitutes on Backpage, right? But I did text them a lot.
okay.
Right? Now, I know what's weird about me telling this story is like Theo Vaughn did the same fucking thing. He has a story about the same thing where he used to text girls and see if he could get a discount, right? That's one of his jokes from like a long time ago. But when I heard him say that, I was like, fuck, I can't say that because I used to do the same thing. In Georgia, but when Craigslist was still a thing, when all that was still a thing,
Yeah.
I would get on there and I would talk to girls all the time. I would send, and I was married or whatever, and I was like, I didn't think it was wrong. I knew it was wrong, but I didn't know how to communicate with my wife at the time. And I was like, well, I got to figure something out. I don't know what's going on.
I think you found something.
Yeah, I found something. And I was just feeding my insecurities all you're doing.
Right, of course.
And I was like, oh, these girls are just whatever. And I went to one girl's house one time. I went to her house, or his apartment, because Section 8 probably, I don't know, because she wasn't white. And so
Section 8 definitely.
Continue.
and she had she answers the door with a dog, like there's a dog so the whole house smells like dirty dog, right? And she puts the dog in the bathroom, and she's gonna give me a massage, right? She's got a hunchback, like fucking the guy from Notre Dame, like the hunchback of Notre Dame. She shows up, like, I don't know if she had teeth or not. She
Go
put him in-
Irish.
and the dog is scratching the door the whole time this girl is trying to get me a massage. And I'm like, dude, I've got to leave here. I think I'm breaking out in hives.
Yeah.
But I got involved with a couple of wrong things back then. I always like to play on the edge of. That was probably where I would get all of my dopamine rush from back in the day. Like instead of playing the field when I was single or whatever, like I played the field like in the dark arts of going, oh, I'm gonna see what these fucking whores or prostitutes are doing. I never hooked up with them. I did go to a lot of massage parlors that were seedy as shit, where they would bring out like the row of girls, and you would pick out the one you want and then feel bad for the other 5. I've
Sure.
done that.
Sure.
Yeah.
And just kill the other ones.
Yeah, they kill them. And one did start crying. She started
When you
crying.
didn't pick her?
Yeah.
Mm.
She's like, this
knew.
is my last
Last
time.
day.
This
This
She's
is
like,
my
please pick
last
of me,
day.
please pick of me. And it smells like Lao Mein noodles when you walk in there, It's
How'd
that
that go?
good.
Just
If they're not
boiled-
if they're not
boiled
asleep by
dog.
the dryer,
pick of me.
Oh my God.
if they're not asleep by the dryer, that's not the one I want,
That shit is so fucked up how that it's just like
It's a dark
human
world.
trafficking. It's human slavery.
You are absolutely going and taking a girl that just got off the boat.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Out of
and
a
if-
shipping
and if she
container.
doesn't give you a good hand job,
And-
they will kill her.
Yeah, and they just pump her with drugs, and they make them watch porn, and they rape them.
Well, I didn't go that deep into it.
No,
but
I'm
yeah,
saying that's
probably.
like their training.
Maybe,
That's
yeah.
Talking about the whole.
No, that's their
Yeah.
spring training. Like
Yeah.
that's for them to get for them to for you to walk through that door
Yeah.
with the bells,
Yeah,
and for them
You
to
gotta
come
ring
out
the
the
doorbell.
back. That's
You gotta
what
ring the
she went
doorbell.
through.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. No, it's super
You
fucked
could
up.
be laying in that hole going, what am I doing? But if she'll start tickling you the right way, and you're like, well, I guess I'm staying.
There's a combine for sure.
Yeah.
And here's the thing.
There
That's
has
like
to be a combine for
is
these
that
chicks.
is that not
NFL
the
combine.
biggest industry in the world? Human slave, strip
Trafficking.
clubs,
It
strip
is.
clubs, trafficking,
It
a lot of that
is.
shit. Like,
Dude, I
Yeah,
went.
man.
You ever, dude? This is why.
I mean, think about the tourism to Thailand, Colombia,
Well,
shit
Thailand
like
is
that.
only about their number one
It's the shit we
resource
don't
is
talk
sex
about, too.
trafficking.
Exactly, that's
their
number one.
their
That's
number one resource
Yep.
is sex trafficking.
Thailand.
Yeah,
and they make profit off it. It's legal, pretty much.
I mean,
It's
that's why
gotta
you
be.
see. That's why you watch. If you watch Instagram, you see all those old men over there walking around
Yeah,
with
with
young
meta
men.
glasses.
You're like,
walking
what
into
is going on?
Yeah.
just Nuketown.
And
I'm
that's
not
like,
gonna call
that's like,
names, but he goes there a lot. They go to the Philippines.
and
a lot.
yeah, and that's like the culture too, and that's what's crazy.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Philippine girls aren't attractive though. They look kind of weird.
They look like the men.
They look like they beat down syndrome a little bit. You know what I mean? Like they always have like a weird smushed face. Like I'm not. Thai girls are pretty cute. Korean girls
Asian
are cute.
chicks, dude. It's been honest. Like
Philippines is
I
an
have a-
island.
I'll
It's a
say
strange
this.
island.
I'll say this. They all
What?
smell the same.
they're all pink on the
Yeah,
inside.
they all smell the same.
honey garlic
Weird.
chicken.
Yeah, they all smell a little off.
Honey garlic chicken.
Dude,
Oh, man.
Like they forgot to shave their armpits.
some of them, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like I saw I work out at Amped over here, and
Oh, that's a good one.
Great
Yeah.
gym.
and it's
Yeah.
a great gym. It's got a
It's
very
basically Tinder for white people.
it's got a bisexual fucking ecstasy vibe
Sure,
when you walk
with
in.
especially with the
Everyone's
men.
an influencer.
Oh, really?
Everyone's
There's one in
wearing,
West
like,
Palm.
There's a bunch of tripods like that set up
And
for people to
tryhards,
do their
yeah.
fucking lat pull downs
Yeah,
on.
with the
Like,
low lights.
with a
Get the fuck
fucking
outta here.
Nikon camera, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like,
oh, then,
brother.
Aren't we?
What?
Aren't we?
oh, no, I was gonna
what?
say like
aren't we
it-
influenced out on like working out?
Listen, I
Isn't there
don't-
enough of that
I
on
don't
social
think it's
media?
slowing down.
You
There
don't
is,
really?
no, there
It's
is,
revving
but
up.
Really?
It's revving up. I mean,
Where do you think that's
what
going?
else are people gonna do?
Where do you think that's going?
To like,
Because I've got it. I'm
people get
thinking about. I
monetized.
mean, my girl trains. She's a personal trainer.
Oh, he's
And
probably. Hey, you guys are probably gonna start a business.
I have an idea about that stuff.
Go ahead. Let's hear your idea and then see if. Yep. Go ahead.
My idea is that too many people. My idea. All right, I'll throw it out there. Don't let this go out here. Don't let this go any further in this room. But my idea is that you remember P90X?
yeah.
All right. So I believe if you took some comedians that were in decent shape and you did a P90X video set and you sold it, I believe that would go 100% viral because nobody's looking to get in the shape of the amp people. Like you got to look at majority. You got to look at the Walmart mentality. Nobody's looking to get in that good a shape anymore. That's already past. That's gone.
Takes way too much hard work and
Dude,
dedication.
I used to be jacked, and like the idea of being jacked all the time is so much fucking discipline.
Right.
It's so much work.
Just exhausting.
You're basically
diet-
killing yourself.
Yeah, and you're
but
like
yeah.
you're just letting people know this is what I want, and the gym is designed to make you look aesthetically pleasing. That's all it's for. But if you make creative movements where you can get people to do it for an hour a day, that's all people want. I think people are intimidated by social media workout people now.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially ones that aren't working out that much.
No, like, and then
and
if
there's a
someone
market
sees the
for it that
people with the
nobody's tapping.
tripod in
Dude.
the
Nobody's
gym.
tapping that
So,
market.
John, this was my idea with this. So
Go on.
I've been up in Amped. I've lifted weights a long time back.
yeah,
Football shit.
yeah, I get it.
And so I've gotten back into lifting a lot, and I've been pumping, bro. Like got the bench way up over 300 again. Like been doing my thing. I want to do this thing where I'll do like little vlogs, little videos where it'll be me and a guest, and I'll get like these hot chicks I know that are like bartenders, whatever, and I'll go through their workouts, and I'll feature them as well. And it's so them being hot, me being funny. I'm going through their workouts, so it's like squat day with Steph and Sam.
Yeah.
Chest day with Big Zaw and
I'm a huge
whoever.
fan of this. Yeah.
And so we do the workout. So it's me like squatting and hip thrusting with these chicks, just killing myself with these
Yeah.
workouts. We feature them because they got their social media shit
Yeah.
booming. They're
Y'all
in their
sharing
own
each
right.
other's
collab
social
a
media.
little bit.
Yeah, we
Little
collab. I feature
Yeah.
them. I do a little interview. What got you into working out? Talk about your lifestyle. Talk about your lifting
What
journey.
kind of
All that
shakes are
shit.
you drinking?
Shakes, exactly. What do you like to do?
Collagen protein.
Feature them and just do it like little quick, like 5-minute videos.
I'm into
like,
it.
yeah, man, I think it'd be a good time. So
yeah.
we'll get that going.
I think that if I've talked to Dan, I've talked to some comedians about it.
And so we get the hot chicks, obviously, but then like I have the boys on too, like
Yeah.
diversified a little bit.
Yeah, a guy that's in too good a shape, I've got no time for anymore. I'm done. They're fucking
Or girls.
girls too. Muscle
I don't-
mommies.
I
What
go
the
to
fuck
bed-
are you doing?
Their pussy tastes like
I do not
fucking
want to. I don't want to
BCAA
feel a
whey
six pack when
protein.
I roll over. I don't want to feel your gut like a six pack bigger than mine. Are you kidding me?
Then they
and
just
these-
get pregnant
and
and then
they're
they just have like a
jacked, too.
fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja
I've got
Turtle
a friend
shell
in Atlanta
for a
that said
stomach.
him and his wife are both trainers, and she's like she was in a like she did the train like the competitions. You know, she was jacked,
Yep.
and she just got pregnant. Dude, her belly looks like this. And she's got a six-pack.
That kid's in there fighting for his
That
life.
kid's like,
That
please
kid's
eat a sandwich. Eat a sandwich.
He's just in a vac seal. You know when you
mix in a glass of milk, will you?
You know when you suck your,
like this?
when you
Yeah, no
suck your
doubt.
clothes in to fit more in the
Yeah,
suitcase.
that's what it is.
That's what the fucking kid.
Yeah.
He's
When
gonna
they
have
do
the
that- when they do
biggest
the
dent
food.
in his forehead from one of her
Yeah.
abs.
Definitely going to be a circumcision.
Someone throw a
a
barbell at that bitch.
A C-section.
And they're gonna have to
baby.
have the jaws of life just for
Yeah.
fucking abs.
She's like, but I got to do squats tomorrow. She's
know what
working
that's-
out
No,
still.
there's a woman I see in the gym, and I hope you watch this, ma'am. Shout out to you. She's in there, and she looks 9.5 months pregnant, and she's in there deadlifting.
That's
like
so
200
crazy. Like, what
pounds.
are we doing?
I'm like, I'm going to be in here, and her water is going to break on the
Yeah.
fucking lifting.
You're going to have to
platform.
give birth on the fucking
and
bench
here
press.
you are in your fucking tight gym
Yeah.
shorts and your sports bra, and you got a belly. Looks like you swallowed 8 watermelons.
You're like, what do you want to do? You want to give birth on the incline bench or the flat bench? Which one you want to give birth on? Because we're not leaving this room.
She's doing leg raises. The
Exactly.
kid slides across the fucking
Yeah.
gym.
And I'm like,
Just
what do we?
farts it out.
She's squatting. That's not. You can't recommend
Dude, she's
that.
you can't.
That's not a
deadlifting
doctor.
so pregnant.
Doctor's literally saying,
and
"Hey,
weight,
here's what you
perfect
can't
form,
do." That's what she's doing.
heavyweight. And I'm
Oh,
like, this
deadlift?
is, yeah, I'm like, this is wild, yeah.
Deadlift maybe because you're hinging, you're not moving, you're not using much of your leg. It's, I mean, that's a
sumo,
pretty good movement.
sumo deadlifts.
Well, sumo's wild.
Sumo squats.
It's wide, yeah,
Deadlift.
sumo deadlifts.
Sumo.
Yeah.
wide leg.
So wide-legged with the, I mean, the birth
Which
canal.
I
is
think,
just-
I think that like
That's her Lamaze class.
it is
For
and
sure.
I just
Yeah.
feel like that some of that workout
Shout
stuff,
out to you, man.
some of that workout on
You know who
on
you are.
Instagram is just to get guys to jerk off to, though. Right?
Well,
I
it's,
mean,
it's for the
how many
attention.
girls are working out because of a girl working out on Instagram?
A girl has either been
1%?
broken up with really bad, or like raped, or like had
Probably
some,
raped.
or like
Yeah.
had like their dad killed themselves or something like that, and then they do this like revenge mode. Like this
Just to
is
get in
my
good shape?
My new chapter is my entire life.
I don't
now.
like it. I don't like
Yeah,
it.
you know what? Live your truth.
I want a girl to be a little like have some stuff on her, have a little bit of meat on her. I
Yeah.
don't want a. I want a girl to
Have
be in
some
shape.
character.
Yeah, my girl's got beautiful shoulders, man. But like, I don't care. And a beautiful ass, but the rest of it, I'm like, just do whatever. Like, it's fine. I don't need you to be so tight all the time because it's like
I don't. Yeah.
like she just roasted me a chicken at home. I've got like mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, and a damn like mushroom like
There you
thing.
go.
Like
There you
I
go.
need that.
What are you doing? What are you
Yeah.
doing if you're not having fun? Like eating food, well balanced diet, have a
Yeah.
couple beers every now and
Yeah,
then.
that's what I'm
Right.
saying.
Watch the Dolphins game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mind your business.
And
Yeah,
that's
I
what I'm
don't
saying,
need
like-
to be eating protein chalk and like exactly.
And by the way, those protein shits are the worst.
chemicals,
They're the
What's
worst.
wrong with you? I mean, people, and then they go like,
But I don't know what protein powder is.
"Oh, this is what irks
Chemicals.
me." I love the muscle mommy community. Shout out to them. Listen, as long as you can deal with a fucking amoeba of what I'm just becoming slowly, then yeah, shout out to you.
Yeah.
But like, dude, I think realistically, bro, the when they don't shame you for it and they're just doing their thing, sure, but then they like work out and they have an 8-pack abs, and then they post a picture of them eating like 12 donuts.
yeah, well,
No, like,
that's
oh, and they're like,
I
oh,
could
like
just-
this is okay.
well, yeah,
You know
the
what I'm saying?
calories.
Carb
yeah.
loading for leg
Yeah, the
day.
carb load thing is dumb.
Don't be a
But
fucking.
also
come
the
on.
thing, what I eat in a day on the Instagram
That
stories
shit
is so
so
dumb.
fucking
It's
ridiculous.
like I don't want to
man.
know that you're eating bean sprouts with like
I agree.
vinaigrette. and,
You
like,
watch
some
those videos and you're
chickpeas.
like, and all I think was like, now that she's gonna just shit all this out. Like that's like that's why we watch
and
this
it's always
video.
a green. It's
Shout out
always
to
some
that
kind of
plumber.
green shake.
Yeah, is that
yeah.
like-
Shout out to the
like
plumber.
this is what kind of when people put food on Instagram, it's a little ick for me a little bit. Like
you make them when they're working out food.
any kind of
Yeah.
any food.
Meal
like,
prep ready.
First of all, why
There's
you
8
you
glasses
you
of
got-
rotisserie
you know,
chicken and squash.
Like, and I
Yeah.
get it. People, all social media is just a desperate need for attention and self fulfillment. So if you want to put your chicken
Yeah.
parm on Instagram, just
Yeah.
fucking go for it. I
Yeah.
love you. Big Zaw loves you.
I do
but
it to
whatever.
let other comics know that they're not eating as good as me. That's why I do it. I do it because I'm like, look, y'all are all eating shit. This is what I'm eating. And I'm probably poorer than all of you motherfuckers. But I eat good every fucking night. I don't even go out to dinner.
That's your motivation.
I don't, yeah.
for it.
My motivation is to kill all the comics.
Keep eating
They're
Taco
all
Bell.
just
for my next act.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you eat last night? Oh, you got DoorDash Chick-fil-A, you dumb fuck.
John, you're like the South Florida comedian Joker. This is fucking hilarious.
Dude, he's just
All
he's
that
just,
there is.
he's just practicing with a fake audience in his basement.
Yeah.
He's
You're
just-
gonna blast a host like they're Robert De Niro and the
Oh, I
Joker,
hope.
man. Holy fuck!
I hope that
want to
they,
hear a joke.
there's nothing
Just have your
funnier
joke
to
book.
me than seeing a comedian take themselves serious and you're like, what do you do? Like, they don't even have jobs.
A lot of them.
A lot of them don't have jobs.
A lot of them live with their parents.
A lot of them do.
A lot of them live with their
And
parents.
they believe this is your, I'm like, you know that the percentage of like, and I'm not saying, look, man, I believe there's enough room for everybody to make it. When I had my commercial furniture business in Atlanta, I would go sit down with these guys that were ultra successful and they were more successful than me. And they would say, look, there's room for everybody here to make money, right? So they would just mentor me. We'd all make money. There's the same is true with comedy. If everybody took it serious and there would be momentum, like what we need in comedy down here in South Florida is just, we need a momentum. We need some momentum of everybody pulling everybody together.
Come together.
And going, here's what we need. The church of fucking comedy is all coming together.
That's right.
We're all trying to build each other up. We're all trying to make each other better.
You're a pastor though.
Better vibes.
You were a pastor.
Better vibes.
I think so.
You're kind of a man of God. I mean, like you
I would go back into ministry.
You dabble around the realisms of like what's hocus pocus and what's not. You know, turn the water to wine, maybe not.
Yeah.
But like you're all about the holistic fucking each one teach one. Let's help each other out.
I think we need to be there.
But it's just like, dude, it's kind of like this though. Playing the game. It goes back to what you were saying in the beginning. Like you and me were like, oh, it's just helping comedians. It's you and me, man. We're just doing this thing like we're in the trenches of Afghanistan.
Yeah.
We're just fighting through, stepping over landmines and doing our damn thing, getting stage time where we can. But dude, and at the end of the day, it's like, then all of a sudden, I mean, you know, you get another kid or I'll go and do a show in Atlanta or like somebody. It's kind of just got to be there to where the realism is like, it's all us at the end of the day.
Yeah, but you also know that like the idea is like you going to Atlanta should inspire me to still like want to get better at comedy.
Which
and I feel like I should
which
feel
does that. I mean that
it would.
template of
now I think it will for me for sure. But I think in the past, I think if I hear somebody say they're going to go try to get on Kill Tony, I don't think that at all.
That's a
But
corner cut.
I think that if somebody if a guy down here got a spot to go do a weekend and a feature for somebody in Atlanta, for 3 spots or whatever, I would think I see that.
Proper way.
That's a proper way. And
move.
I'm like, all right, that guy did it. Let me
Don't get me wrong,
better.
though. Don't get me wrong, though. I will still do something outlandish and be like, yeah, I will go on Kill Tony and show that I got
There's
some
nothing
nuts.
wrong with Kill Tony.
You know, it's the American Idol of stand-up comedy. It's like you can now either like in a sense of like when American Idol was a thing and they got the little thing stapled on their shirt.
Can't sing or can sing.
And you get the highlights of these shitbags that are like, yes, I just
got the William Hung.
It's crazy being black and Palestinian, isn't it? And you're like, oh, your time's up.
I think it's just the
Tell
new
us where
bringer
you're
show.
from.
It's the new bringer show of the Improv. Is all Tony Hinchcliffe is. It's
Which
a
is
bringer
great.
show.
It's a great market.
You feed off the desperation of human beings.
But
is all
like
you're doing.
seeing that stuff, like you and me, bro, like you're moving to Orlando soon.
Yeah.
So like I'm saying, if you're out there and then you just you start doing the regular host. We talked yesterday. We talked last night. It's like you start doing like hosting gigs for the Funny Bone and you start opening up for people or featuring acts. And then you take your talents. Honestly, dude, the move is to sprinkle your talent that you can offer and adapt to everyone's liking of how your jokes are. They're not everyone's gonna fuck with me if I stayed in South Florida and did South Florida jokes.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like, oh, what's the deal with iguanas and fucking Kodak Black? No, I would be like, I would go to Atlanta and try my shit about like story stuff and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And if it's not hidden, I'll go back there. All right, now I got the green light from Florida to Atlanta. Let's see if this shit hits in fucking liberal LA. All right, I got a liberal joke for you. And then all of a sudden I keep going. Now you're a petri dish of just a tasteful comedian. And that's it. A lot of people are like, yeah, they stay in the 305, they stay in the 954. But dude, yeah.
Don't you think like your number one thing that you should be doing as a comic right now is just figuring out your cadence and what you want your cadence to sound like on stage?
For me.
Dude,
Like
what are you, a year and a half in?
Yeah.
I'm 3. I'm about to be 4 years in this year. Diaz, I don't know. You're a year and a half probably. I would say cumulative, not on and off. Just press everything, like actually giving a shit about it.
8-9 months.
8-9 months. So there you go. It's like I don't respect the comedian. I don't respect anybody who says they go like, how long you been doing martial arts or how long? No, it's how long you've never stopped taking a break from it. I don't respect you if you count like couples who count the breakups as we've been together for 5 years.
Or high school sweethearts.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you're broken up for every 6 months.
Absolute fuck go in the nosebleed. I don't care.
Every time's a start over.
Exactly. So what
Yeah.
I'm saying is
resets the clock.
Get all
Lapse
your
in
shit.
coverage.
I've been a comedian for more than 365 days, technically on
Yeah.
the dot.
Yeah.
And that's how I and then I fucking move one piston in front of the other.
Yeah.
That's like true inspiration.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you should want to see you go out and find get a good spot somewhere in whether it's Orlando or North, or you go to Charlotte, North Carolina, whatever it is, and you're doing a weekend spot somewhere. You should want people to see. I should want that to happen to comics
All day.
all the
Of
time.
course. Success
All day.
brings
And if
success.
I don't
man.
see that happening, I got to move.
Yeah, that's
I gotta
right.
get out of
Success
town.
brings success,
Yeah.
and then complacency.
We're all
Stays the
complaining.
same.
We're all
Yeah.
going to be the same. Yeah,
I think you got something there with the iguanas and the Kodak Black, though.
I think it goes
I
across the
do,
board.
but it doesn't travel anywhere further than
I know, dude. I was
fucking
being
Broward
sarcastic.
County.
I'm a comedian.
Hey,
bro.
block me off. I got to piss, dude.
You gotta pee?
Yeah.
All right. Just
I'm
go
not
pee.
I'm not a peer.
Go
I'm
ahead.
not I don't have like a small black.
They
You know,
get-
what
right
else, you know what else is funny? To see a black guy put on sunscreen. I've seen that before, and I thought that was strange.
While they're wearing jeans and a wife beater.
I'm like, dude, y'all invented the color. What are you talking about wearing sunscreen?
they have an interesting layer of like
The
black
pigment.
attracts the sun, right? They say that when you wear black clothes. You know?
Yeah, but it doesn't.
They can burn. It just takes more.
they slow cook in the sun.
Do they?
Let's find out.
They can
Let's
burn.
call it. Let's have a caller. Caller.
Caller, stand by.
I think that's how you know the government's won. When you see black people and Mexicans putting on sunscreen, that's how you know the government's won.
I don't wear sunscreen. Fuck no.
I mean, when you see it,
You're
see
above black people and Mexicans.
Nah, bro. I just don't do it. It's
I
the
don't wear
chemicals.
sunscreen.
Fuck it.
When we went snorkeling and my back was just like a little,
yeah,
a
it
little
can
burnt.
when you're out there for a while.
The sunscreen chemical and the radiation from the sun, I feel like has more of a harmful factor
Yes.
to you.
Bad
It
for your
does.
skin, bro.
Right? It's like putting
It's chemicals, bro.
It's like
straight
putting shit on your
chemicals.
lawn
Yeah.
that's chemically processed to make it grow or whatever.
Does smell good though.
But well, now we're talking about two different things. You know, we talked about the government and having a market on.
I think the government does have a market on that.
yeah, all day.
Yeah.
If
I
there's a
think-
dollar
Hey, sunscreen got to pass the
capitalism,
FDA.
bro.
Does it?
I'm sure it does. I don't know for sure, but I bet it
I bet it does.
I bet
Yeah,
it
I bet.
does. They can't put that. You can't sell that at CVS if that's not getting a government clearance, a government
Yeah,
regulation.
they'll stop you. Do you see that guy was making pickles the other day? I think he was down here in Lauderdale. He was on the news. He was making pickles and just giving them away for free, and they put a stop to it.
There you go.
Because
I've had conversations with homeless people and you, and it's like the same. It's like by the way, this guy with pickles.
Yeah. Well, I will say, you ever met a homeless guy and you're like, dude, this guy's making more sense than regular people?
I have a homeless guy I'm friends with on Instagram.
Yeah.
I met two guys. I'm not kidding. I did shows in New York
Yeah.
with my buddy, and there's we went to Texas, Arizona. This bar, awesome bar, low key FSU bar. We just convinced them, dude. There's a hot Taco Bell behind the Texas Arizona, and these homeless guys, what they do is they like clockwork. They go out there and any reject Uber Eats or whatever who doesn't pick it up on time or DoorDash, they give them a bag. And these two guys, and they just get a bag of fucking mystery meats and different tacos and stuff.
That's mean.
No, it's not mean at all. And they go out, and you know what they do? They sit there and they wait. They let them inside. They sit in the corner. They have a Wi-Fi phone charger for the day. Think about it. Every other day, like clockwork, you don't need your phone charged for the whole day unless you're really on it. So they're sitting there charging their shit, free Wi-Fi, all that. Get in the bag. I was so drunk, I stumbled in. They kicked us out, and then the homeless people left too, and they didn't give me an order. So this homeless guy goes, "Hey, you want some of our stuff?" And I was like, and my buddy goes,
Food wise?
my buddy goes, don't do that. And I go, yeah, I'll take, what do you got? So me and him, I start digging in like a kid on Halloween, just
Yeah.
finding the right treats.
Was
I
it all
yeah,
from
I'll
Taco
take a
Bell?
chicken quesadilla. Yeah,
Yeah.
Crunchwrap Supreme.
Yeah.
I was in there, and we just chopped it up. He was smoking a fucking like a cigarette and eating his Taco Bell, and I was sitting there eating his homeless food.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what's your name? And blah, blah. And he just does these like Subway rants.
Yeah.
And he just like, yeah, he's like, check it out. I go live every now and then. I still have him on Instagram. It's like under some like B-Nell something. And
Dude, that
and
guy's
Shell
cracked
something.
he's like a homeless king. He's like cracked the code with
Does
it.
walking rants. Yeah, I like keep up with it. I like have a homeless
Yeah.
friend. The other guy didn't fuck with me. He was like, dude, we need that food for the whole year.
Yeah. He's like, this is a,
But he was
yeah.
saying it to
Please
his
don't
boy.
eat the Taco Supreme. I need
The
that
guy's
Taco
like,
Supreme.
I'm so drunk and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. They kicked me out. I got free Taco Bell. They suck my nuts.
I will. It is there is this thing like homeless people used to have more of like they were like you felt more empathy for them like a long time ago. Like
Right.
you felt like they were if they were under a bridge or they were under a like the thing in Atlanta for sure. You felt like there was a reason why they were there. They had a falling out with their wife or they
Dude, they got crazy backstories.
Something, yeah, they all do, and they all have a. I remember I used to go visit a guy all the time at this gas station near my house in Atlanta and Brookhaven, and there's a white dude lived under the bridge at 85, and he just got divorced, but he was a bad alcoholic. He couldn't get away from the booze, right?
Mhm.
And he couldn't get out from underneath the booze. If he was an electrician by trade, he had his license and everything.
Right.
So they all have stories, but I feel like that was 15 years ago. But now I feel like you can choose homelessness and become TikTok viral.
Yeah.
I mean, people live in their cars and have more
once I saw
followers
that-
than me on
once I
TikTok.
saw-
Oh, of course, yeah.
I mean,
What were you saying? I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Once I saw that homeless guy with the radio announcer voice,
yeah,
make it, I was like, yeah, there's so much hope for humanity.
yeah.
I mean,
You
so-
can be nothing out here.
Were you gonna say
and
something?
make it.
I mean, cut you off.
Nah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Something about homeless people, drugs, wilding out.
You're friends with? I have a homeless
Dude,
friend.
I got a funny
I love
homeless
him.
story. This is a.
I don't think there's,
And
This
you know
is-
what?
this
He's
is what-
honest. He'll be like, yo, that video sucked.
So this is
I
from
like
this
that.
is
He's
from
got
20.
nothing to
This is
lose.
how
Yeah.
homeless people have changed a little bit because this could never happen today. When I was 11 years old, I was on this baseball team, the Bulldogs. Shout out to them, and we were nice, and we used to practice,
Yeah, they're listening.
and we used to practice. Coach Pat O'Neill, shout out to you. Have a beer on me.
dead now.
I thought that too.
And so, no, he probably listens. I'm not even kidding. And so we practiced at this park, George English Park in Fort Lauderdale. Are you familiar with it?
No.
It's on the Middle River, and there's a big kind of forested area that separates the park and the river. And so that's like homeless campground. Like we would go stomping back there, find like mattresses,
Oh, really?
pots, people making hobo chili and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
And so we would practice there. And this homeless guy who was on like a
They're on the way
motorized scooter,
Unbelievable.
he would come up from behind the backstop, behind home plate, and just start calling balls and strikes.
I love it.
And so our coach, Pat O'Neill, who's the fucking man,
He's like, I got a job.
guy
to do.
enjoyed a pop or two. He'd say, hey, come on, hey, you talk to the team. This homeless guy would wheel up. We'd all get on a knee, and this homeless guy would talk to the team. And after every practice, he would tell us the same fucking story about how the Philadelphia Phillies were in last place and they came back to win the pennant. And so we go through our year, and he's going to every practice.
He's autistic.
And now our parents, Victor, shout out to Victor. He's definitely dead. And so all our parents get to know Victor. He's like our mascot at this
Yeah.
point. For the championship game, he fucking drove his fucking motorized scooter from George English Park on Sunrise Boulevard to Bayview Park by Commercial.
Yeah.
And was behind the backstop calling balls and strikes, and
Yeah.
we won the championship. And he came out with us. We gave him
that's
a
amazing.
slice
Yeah.
of pizza
That
after the
would've
game.
gone viral if y'all
Now
were on-
today, if that was today, he would have fucking raped and slit all of our throats. So that's
how that. You think they're just all angry now?
No, I think it's been a change.
You think
and
they've changed over?
Here's the thing:
The
the
fentanyl,
drugs have
the
gotten a
drugs.
lot crazier.
Yeah.
The drugs
Well,
have gotten a
drugs
lot
suck
crazier.
now. Drugs
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
They're no good anymore.
Like
Not
back
the
then, a
weed.
lot of homeless people.
The weed sucks. I don't like the weed.
It was alcohol was a bad one. Meth was never really banging in South Florida that
Oh,
hard.
really?
So like
It was big in Atlanta.
It was alcohol was a big one, and then like cocaine. That's a rich man's drug.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Crack was
crack
sprinkled
too.
in.
Crack too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of
crack.
Of course,
Crack
bro.
too.
Since
Yes,
the 80s,
definitely.
we still have.
And then crack for sure. But then
But this town was built on cocaine, wasn't it? I mean,
yeah,
kind of.
the
in a
whole
way, like
all of South
Lauderdale?
Florida, all of South
all of South.
all the early development
From
in
the
Miami,
Keys to West
Palm.
yes, Keys
Yeah.
on up, all
Yeah,
coke
sure.
money.
Wellington, all that over there.
So now that changed too because that was all a lot of big coke money, and now it's all foreign money. all the development now is all
Down there,
Russian,
yeah, like
Chinese,
China, all that?
Russian
even
and
up
Chinese
here
are
too.
buying high rises
Down the street out
crazy.
here, yeah,
The
absolutely.
Russian
the
and
Russian
Chinese.
are buying. Yeah,
We should
they own
not-
most of New York now.
Not to be
Sure.
not to be
In South
prejudiced,
Florida,
but you
they're
got to
big.
be. It's like you want to put a foot down. Like you can't let. I don't agree with it, but I'm
Well,
not.
it's too
I'm
late,
not a
bro.
politician.
It's too late. Here's the thing, money-
BlackRock owns all of our real estate.
Money don't see color for sure.
Yeah.
Money don't see a
This is
fucking
the bottom
difference.
line.
We don't own anything anymore.
It's the bottom line.
Oil
That's-
money comes into here.
Yeah.
Like it's sad, bro. I'll drive by Wellington every now and then. I'll go to the Everglades every now and again, and I'll one by one you see some shit being built, and they try to make a pickleball court.
Like
in-
Westlake
in
out there,
Immokalee.
Westlake out there.
No, like I mean hunting ground shit.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like dead ass.
Yeah.
Like there was a fucking what's the guy from Barstool? Caleb Presley.
Yep.
He was turkey hunting. Like I'm like,
with Theo?
we were like we used to have a place 15 minutes away from where Theo and all them turkey hunting shit.
Yeah.
And dude, like that is wetlands, protected as fuck, not fenced in hunt for the most part. Not a fenced in hunt. We never did fenced in shit. And now it's like they had some sort of like,
bro, they sold public land.
Well, they're doing that now like crazy.
That's
the
everywhere.
Big thing. That's the big thing.
Yeah,
once
that's
you
everywhere
buy
now.
and you I mean, you bend the
It's huge
wrist
now.
when $1 million, either way you want to dice it, yeah, for your public land, that's like constantly like making,
It's public land that was the government claimed it, assumed it,
Yeah.
and then sold it off to the developers,
Wow,
bro. And now it's
okay.
pickleball courts and
Is it
whatever
now
the
though?
fuck.
Are they building pickleball courts?
Bro, I'm saying pickleball is like the gentrification, bro. I
Yeah.
never in my life thought it would be pickleball that would lead gentrification, dude.
It's
It used to be gay people and lesbian, and then now
But
it's
that's
fucking
gayer than
pickleball.
gay. people
Pickleball is the
to do
dumbest
that.
thing I've ever seen.
Christ Almighty!
You know, I don't think so.
It's
I
fun.
don't think
It's
so.
fun to go out there and knock around, but like when you're taking public land and nature and
That's
tearing
gay.
down historical
That's gay.
shit. So on Fort Lauderdale Beach, where they have like the workout area and the basketball court,
All right.
that's like it's sick, man. It's a great feature. If you grew up down here playing ball, like you played ball in those courts, and you still
Okay.
go out there to go work out. There's some tie-in between the city of Fort Lauderdale and these pickleball courts where there's a kickback somewhere involved.
Sure.
They wanted to tear down the take away the pickleball or take away the basketball court and put like a pickleball complex out there.
Yeah, I've seen
And-
stuff like
and-
that go on.
That's what I was.
And the
Yeah,
public
yeah.
and the public for these courts really definitely pushed back on
They're
it.
gaying us up, dude.
Shout,
They're gaying us up.
shout out to FL Beach Ballers. Like they're the ones who really came together and like they like would pack out the town hall meetings, and so they got everything pushed back. I mean,
Yeah.
it's still at one day they're probably going to wax it, and it's
Yeah, it's just a matter of
but
time.
like it's a matter of time, and they're fighting the good fight. So
Yeah.
you know, gotta love them for that. But
Yeah,
again,
that-
man, it's
but Montana's getting bought up by the government right now like crazy.
course it
like
is.
it's all getting bought up by
You know,
the
you know
public
really
land.
really opened my eyes was watching Yellowstone. Taylor
Well, that's all.
Sheridan
It's
guy.
all billionaires out there.
When they try to put an airport down there, and it's a good message to get across. It's like certain land has to be.
But you know that
the
they're
way-
all. That's all a commercial for the public, for those rich guys to be able to buy land. Yellowstone
it made
is
Montana look
propaganda.
really good.
Yeah,
it made Montana
go
look
look
really
at how
good.
many
It did.
destination
Yeah.
weddings
Tulsa
are going
King,
on out
it
there.
kind
True
of put them
that.
all on the map.
Destination weddings, dude.
Weddings
all going
are
to Montana.
banging out
Yeah,
there.
it's
Weddings
true.
are big
Yeah, it
out
is
there.
It's
true.
all a commercial,
Yeah,
dude.
we know
It's
people
all
who
a
got married out
commercial.
there. Yeah,
Yeah, we
facts.
did.
All the
Facts.
billionaires own land out there. Look, my dad bought land in 1987 in North Atlanta, like right above Atlanta, in Gwinnett County, $7,000 an acre, with a house with 2 houses on it. Paid cash, $50,000 is what he paid.
Mhm.
Right? My mom never worked. My dad never got rich. He was a furniture commercial delivery guy. He delivered office furniture until I was in high school. But if you only have $50,000 in your fucking mortgage, you ain't got to work that hard. You know
No.
what I mean?
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
work 2 days a week if you want. You can go. We deer hunted in our backyard. He built us a day. Like one time, he went down to everybody on the street had 7 acres at least. He went down to our neighbor Donnie's house. Donnie had a bulldozer. Goes and gets a bulldozer, drives it up the street because the road at the time was just paved gravel, which was gravel with a little bit of asphalt on top. The blood of children. And he would go down there and then he started building a pond. Right? He built a pond.
Uh-huh.
And then when we would go fishing down there. One time he bought us a boat, but the boat had a hole in it. So then he just if y'all want the boat to float, he bought us some fiberglass, go fix it. Right? Our neighbor had pet deer. He had but they were pet deer that he would feed cigarette butts. He was an alcoholic,
That's
right?
awesome.
It was
Deer
unbelievable.
will eat anything.
He lived in a
Awesome,
double wide.
dude.
He had a double wide trailer with a big old front, like a house like this in the front, right? But a double wide in the back. But the front was all big game animals. He had 2 bears, a lion, everything, right? And but
lion?
it was he had a lion or a mountain lion. It was a mountain
okay,
lion,
okay.
but not like a Simba or whatever.
We got it.
Yeah, but I grew
And a
up. I
giraffe.
grew up in a time where you could buy land and get off the not off the grid. It wasn't called off the grid then. It was just called taking care of your family. That's all it was, right?
Wow.
Being able to take care of
Wow.
your kids,
Mhm.
and then he left it to us when he passed away, and it was worth over $100,000 an acre and all that shit. But
Sure.
if you don't make it, you don't make any money. What I'm saying though, he was a middle piece of property. The guy beside us that had the pet deer had passed away, so they bought his land, my dad's land, and the guy next to him was an investor. It was always raw land. So that was 21 total acres, right? BlackRock came in and I think they put let's just say 43 houses on it.
Holy.
2 car garages, all of them are on slabs, I believe. Some of them might have had like basements, like 3/4 basements. 2 stories. They're all 2 stories. So like $350,000 North Atlanta houses, right? They're all rental properties now. They're all rentals. They were set up that way.
Yep.
Right. So the idea of like buying a home, like that's, like my kids are 23. They're going to graduate college in a year. Like if they want to buy a home, they're going to have to, like, they're not going to be like me. When I was 24, I bought my first house. I didn't even, dude, my ex-wife she was in cosmetology. She was going to be a hairdresser. She was like one of these kids, like, we were both going to go into ministry, but she was a drug addict too. And, she was, she wanted to dress. And back then you would, people that cut hair back then, dude, they were cool, like, like 90s hair cutters were cool. Like now there's all the same.
It's like that movie. You ever seen Shampoo?
I loved it.
That movie?
Yeah, they were cool kids back then,
dude.
But she didn't. She was in school. She worked, and she'd make $10 an hour every now and then. I worked for my dad. He opened a furniture store back, in the 95. I worked for him. I made $24 an hour. Right. I was able to save $15,000 in like 9 months to buy a house because we rented a house for $900 a month, a full house, bigger than this, $900 a month, the full house. We had a kid. The kid cost me about $3,000 to have with insurance. Now I just have this kid. Cost me about $250,000 to have this kid because he was in NICU for 4 weeks. Like you can't afford anything anymore. The reality is you don't afford anything at all anymore.
Exactly.
So you're just living in this utopian world that you create. You create this utopia for yourself because we have to, or we're going to all go crazy. We're all going to go nuts if we don't. If we don't drink, if you don't smoke weed, if you don't fucking have some kind of outlet.
Addicted to caffeine.
And if you're addicted to caffeine, like doing stuff for no reason, if you really settle into the reality of what the fuck we are in right now, you will fucking become a school shooter.
Yeah, we're cooked.
That's the reality.
Incel.
There's nothing left.
Yeah. Right.
There's nothing left for us. What are you going to do? What is there to do? You're going to fight the government? They've already got us. We're in tyranny now. We're all in it, dude. We're all in the throes of all this now. Peter Thiel is trying to become the fucking Antichrist.
I heard
That's
about
his
that.
goal. Like he wants to be the Antichrist. That fucking sick fucker. We're not going to shoot that guy. Or we're going to shoot the guy that's trying to just have a conversation with people about whether you're trans or not. Which trans is the most demonic fucking thing on the planet, by the way.
Crazy.
Go look at the Greek god that was trans. There's a real thing. The Egyptian god used to be Greek. He used to come in his own mouth and spit kids out. Google it. It's a real thing. That's a real fucking thing.
Sounds like a hit Netflix show.
God damn, that's what we're doing now. We're turning these kids, like these kids are coming out at 5 years old. They want to go smell their grandmother's panties, and now all of a sudden they're gay. And they got fucking, like, what the fuck are we doing?
Probably get government money for that shit, too.
100% they do. And then you got some fucking pansy mother that's a single mom and the dad's a fucking drunk over in the corner. And they're all doing the same fucking thing. Everybody's doing the same thing.
No doubt.
Nobody's different. We're eating the same fucking food. That's all poison. We're all dying from the food that we're eating. Everybody's doing this. We're all eating fluoride in our goddamn toothpaste now. We're brushing our teeth for why? Why the fuck are we brushing our teeth all the time? Why are we doing it? We don't know why we're brushing our teeth. We act like, because George Washington had wooden teeth. Really? Is that really true? We don't fucking know that's true or not. We don't know if that's true. It's what they tell us. Also, there's a fucking story about George Washington getting shot 17 times and not dying. You know that story? That's a real story. The 2 Indians in the American Revolution came to meet him on their deathbed. George Washington, they took the coat to those 2 fucking chiefs. And they're like, our sharpest shooters shot your leader 17 times and he did not die. What George's like, I guess you needed 18, right? 17 times that motherfucker got shot and didn't die.
Yeah, he was a big dog. I heard the cherry tree story was fake, though.
No, Ray, that was real, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
What is
like we chopped down the cherry tree? Get the fuck out of here, man.
Diaz?
I think it was, I'm going to just completely make this up because I forgot. But he, on his plantation he grew up on, he chopped down a cherry tree. And were they going to kill a slave or something? I forgot.
Probably.
I think his mother was like, oh, a cherry tree's gone. It was definitely this slave.
We make all this shit about slavery.
And then George Washington stepped up and was like, Mother, I chopped down the cherry tree. And they're like, all right, George, you're going to go on.
Because he was honest or whatever.
Right. It was something like that. I think I might have completely.
Kill a slave or
listen, it wasn't real.
Well, they tried to make him king. They weren't trying to make him president. They wanted to make him king.
Because what else do they know?
They don't know anything else.
And then he figured if I'm king, you guys are going to overthrow me and behead me in the streets. So let's try to do the Democrat shit we're figuring out. Democratic shit.
Which, by the way, they invented. Off of the Greeks. They invented this crazy idea that we all live in now. We take it for granted like crazy.
Because I mean, think about it too. Because like they were like the colonists were like they were British, but they were like a fucking like an offshoot, like
Well, they were Protestants.
off the reservation.
Yeah, they were.
And why did they have to leave Britain for the religious freedom for the Protestant shit? Because they were so broke, or they were like criminals over there.
100%.
And so they said, all right,
some of them were entrepreneurs.
That too. Yeah. Bootleggers and smugglers.
Yeah.
So that was a big thing.
Tobacco. They learned tobacco and stuff.
And then hunters and trappers.
Yeah.
And yeah, facts.
But if you look at the trappers of the old, like if you watch some of these read some books about the old wilderness guys and trapping, they got along with Indians.
They had to.
Made this thing up where like there's only two things of Indians. They were either savages and wanted to kill us all the time, or like we just went and killed all them and took their land. I believe like if it was me and you and we were out there, we would try to figure out what do we have that we can barter with these Indians.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they had to for the land, of course.
Yeah. We weren't trying to take their land all of a sudden. We would have figured out how to cohabitate with these guys, right. I think.
Yeah, well, then we started taking the land. That America at that point was the most powerful country, so they're just expanding. Yeah,
well, that was after we almost went in. We went into debt after the French Revolution, though, didn't we? Or something like we went into debt pretty big. That's when
after we won the Revolution, we were figuring it out. Constitution was a few years after the Revolution too, and then they were in debt. Shit was bad. British tried to come back the War of 1812.
Yeah, that's what 1812.
And then we stepped the fuck up and clapped them.
Yeah,
and then it was good times after that. Then we took Mexico. Yeah, a lot of shit.
Yeah, then we went over and got all that other stuff. But then we used a lot of tariffs back then.
A lot of tariffs. Yep.
A lot of tariffs and trading.
Because America, great resources in America. You want American cotton? You want American lumber?
Beaver pelts?
You want a beaver pelt on as a hat?
The first
you fucking do.
The first
You're going to pay a 90% tariff if you want a beaver pelt, motherfucker.
Yeah, the first millionaires were trappers in America.
Yeah.
The first millionaires were trappers. The Anderson family and all that, they were all trappers.
Wow.
Yeah. We all think America was founded on like fucking slavery and all that shit, dude. Get the fuck out of here. We're all slaves now. We're all fucking slaves.
We were all
so go
slaves.
Fuck yourself.
Yeah,
go fuck off,
I'm not buying
dude.
that
It's
one iota.
bullshit. Oh, no, we're slaves. We're all... Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, no, we were not.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah. Until you see that shit, you can't really live a proper life.
No.
You can't fucking... Come on, man.
Can you imagine being so poor that you have to leave your fucking country and come here and hope that you still live on the fucking boat when you get here, and then you don't know how you're gonna fucking eat?
And then you get here and there's these people here.
They're all just robbers and shit. They're all taking you. What about after the Civil War? After the Civil War, they're like, take a fucking a horse and a trailer and go over the Mississippi River, and then go get your 40 acres and a mule or whatever you got, and then you're gonna go over there and you got to grow your own shit forever, and that's how you're gonna live. And people were like, hell yeah, let's fucking do that.
Yeah,
you might have to eat one of your children, but we're like, that's freedom. That's fucking freedom. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was when freedom was fucking, probably there was maybe a 50-year pan where freedom was real. Like that, probably Yellowstone tried to paint that a little bit, We're like, it was you and the fucking land, and that's all that there was.
1886.
Yeah.
When they're traveling and people fucking, squams were dying and shit. Yeah, they were
the gold rush era, maybe. Mm-hmm. Maybe there was a little freedom still left in that when you could just pick up everything. You're going to take your family. The Dunham family, when they had to eat their kids or whatever, and they found them frozen right before they made it to the San Francisco. Isn't that what it was? The Donner family, Donner Pass was where the famous family that went out west to go to the gold rush. They got trapped in the Rockies, and they found them where they ate one of their kids and then they froze to death. But a lot of other people made it there. And they said there was so much gold when they got to San Francisco. I swear to God, that you could pick it up. Just like when you came over here until you got into Maine. There were so many lobsters. They fed the lobsters to the slaves.
Right, lobster was exactly.
So the cockroach of the sea.
Yeah,
lobsters.
The fact that we're eating fucking and we're calling it a delicacy is fucking crazy. It's crazy. Anything that lives on the bottom of the ocean get the fuck out of here.
So they fed lobsters.
And we're eating tilapia now.
They said and catfish. They fed lobsters to slaves.
Yeah.
Continue with that.
And prisoners.
For
a long time.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Not
a delicious tale.
Yeah. They're like, I'll go
That's
kill
like $43
I'll kill my brother
at a
for
fucking
this
grocery
shit.
store now.
Yeah. Well, they didn't know that back then, but you could pick them up. They said there were so many you could pick them up.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn, think about the fucking animals when you're a fucking settler on the frontier.
if you're going
Just
out
fucking
west,
15-foot grizzly bears. Just
and the idea they found this pocket in between Montana, Colorado, out there where all the trappers used to go. Now, this is what's crazy. That you could go out there for 2 years, you'd come back and you'd be a millionaire because you'd have so many pelts. You could become a millionaire, and it would be in St. Louis, Missouri, is where the first guy like opened up where they would come in and turn all their stuff in. I think it's the Anders, and they would come in, they would turn all their pelts in to get shipped over to Europe, and you'd be a millionaire. What's crazy, man? This is because my girlfriend is from Massachusetts. I hate the word Massachusetts. Okay, I'm fucking Georgia.
they say Mass.
Mass, yeah, say Mass. She's her family's from Dartmouth, Mass. Okay, Dartmouth, Mass is where all the whales used to go whale hunting.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? You seen that movie where Ron Howard did? They one of the good looking boys from the brothers. What's the good looking brothers' names? Anyway,
Charlie Sheen and Emilio
No,
Estevez?
yeah, Charlie Sheen, fucking Tiger Blood. Goddamn Tiger Blood out there. Yeah. No, anyway.
Who did the movie? Ron Howard?
Yeah, Ron Howard did. It's like out to sea or something, over the sea. But it's about guys that would go out there. It's kind of a Moby Dick kind of story.
Okay.
But there's still restaurants up there that tell the stories. But you would leave. You would be married to your woman, right? And that's why when you go to a house there and there's like a gable with a window, that gable,
that's they're looking
so
out.
they can sit there and watch to see if their husband's going to come home tonight, right? That's what it was for. You would leave for up to a year and a half in a ship to go catch whales. You know what the whales were used for? They lit up the town.
Yeah, the fat, burn the
fat was our oil. That was our oil. That was what was right. So they would go out there for 2 years or so. They were out there for so long that there was a book in the fucking ship, right? If it got rough out there and you had to figure out what you were going to eat, you had to cook one of your fellas, dude. And there's books online, like you can find them, but there's books of what you got to do to eat a human when you're out to sea. That's how bad shit used to get.
That's how shit.
And we're going to talk about slavery? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, man. We built this shit on the back of like everybody hoping they could survive tomorrow. That's how we lived. I hope we make it through another fucking day. And once we got, like, now we're so lazy. We all got fucking lights everywhere. We got a fucking deer on our wall. We got everything now. Everything is always available, always.
Yeah, we're
always.
at the finish line. We're sitting comfortable.
Yeah, we're all here.
Yep.
There's nothing left for us to do. It's all been discovered. We're trying to figure out how to go to Mars. The fuck? Like they say, once we left Earth, the Earth gave up on us.
Yeah.
That's when it all started to go downhill. Once we went to the moon, the Earth was like, fuck you.
Dude, I was listening to a guy who's, I don't know his name, but he was on the Opie and Anthony show back in the day. They have like little archives and shits on YouTube. And this guy was talking about the pull of like the gravity and Earth and all that. And we only know about certain asteroids. And we're actually like flying through space.
Yeah.
We're orbiting slow, I guess, but we're flying through. This is all right, dude.
Yeah.
We could talk about the fake moon landing.
I'm
as
not
much
sorry.
as
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Let me cook.
Yeah.
They said this is what the guy said. He said we shouldn't be worried about the asteroids we know. We should be worried about the asteroids we don't know.
Sure.
We have a
that we hadn't seen.
we hadn't seen.
That we could collide with, like the John Mayer song? Yeah.
Yes, sir. God, this guy eats so much pussy. This guy, so
Thinking bubblegum shit over here.
Gravity.
Making banana
It's working
pancakes.
against me.
That's Jack Johnson.
that is still it's in his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
So the asteroids, because we have like gravity and shit, it's almost like our defensive shield, and it goes over.
Yeah.
Eventually, one of those motherfuckers is gonna, because there has been studies that asteroids have hit the ocean and become reefs, like barrier reefs and all that shit that we don't know about. It takes one of those to fucking hit like, Miami or Fort Lauderdale. He's like, those are the ones we don't know about. We're just living in the dark. He's like, that's when you want to get comfortable and watch your little like comfort show. He's like, there's a lot more to space than we fucking know. I was really fucking zooted and I was so intrigued. But
I mean, it
Were
could be
the
true.
dinosaurs real?
Were they?
Were they?
ask John. He's
I don't
got an
think so.
answer
Were
for
they?
everything.
I don't think so.
Oh man, it's
I don't
kind of
think so.
tough.
Why?
'Cause,
Why?
like, they've never found a fully intact
No,
fossil.
they're all fake.
They said I was playing a little.
They used to say it was our fuel. How we found
fossil
oil,
fuel.
fossil fuel.
Sure, yeah, all the fossil
But
fuel.
You tell me how we found fuel. We figured out oil, and then now all of a sudden, if you go to Texas, if you go to the Gulf of Mexico, anywhere, there's all these rigs out there 1,000 feet down. They figured out how to put a rig 1,000 feet down to bust into oil. You tell me how we figured that out without sonar without anything? Because you know how they used to find water with a stick, right? You remember this? You know the old stick story where like
No, I don't remember.
Old time. Well, I don't know. My grandparents used to do it.
Just
Like,
dig in the ground.
no, they would just have a stick that had it's a wives' tale, but it worked. You know, they say it works. Like it was a V with a point. You know, like it's a fork, like a wishbone stick, and you'd walk around when the stick went down, like you could dig and there'd be water there because the tree is trying to go to water, right?
Okay.
So that was how we were taught that you would find water.
Wild.
How the fuck did they go out to the middle of the Gulf of Mexico off the what is that shelf out there on the Gulf of Mexico? Is that shelf, you know, when you go out 100 miles or so, it drops off like 1,000 feet.
Yeah.
They found oil out there.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh, and they put barges out there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they got oil
Like
rigs
that
out there.
Mark Wahlberg movie.
Yeah.
They put a big.
They got
base.
rigs out there. They just found
Shit's
oil.
exploding all the time. Yeah.
What? You explain that to me. Explain to me how we just found oil, and then all of a sudden explain to me how we figured out to refine oil in the last 100 years.
Yeah.
For 10,000 years, we've worn fucking sandals, and now all of a sudden we can order sandals on Amazon and have them here in 30 minutes? Get the fuck out of here. What are we talking about? And so oil is all of a sudden our thing. That's all we got. Oil is the number one thing that we're all doing. The reason why we go to the Middle East for oil is because it's less refined. We don't have to refine the oil over there. Here is a little bit more crude. We have to refine it more. But we have enough oil here for 800 years. We can refine it. It's 800 years worth of oil. In Alaska, in America, 800 years worth of oil. In Canada, if we took over Canada, because who the fuck wants Canada? We're like, look, man, the truth about Canada is nobody wanted
I'm running me car off tree
Nobody
sap.
wanted Canada.
Yeah.
Nobody
America
fucking
coulda had
wanted
Canada
Yeah, we
like
could take it
nothing.
tomorrow. It's not
It was
a
an
big
easy
deal.
lay, huh?
Yeah.
Well, no, when
y'all
we
can
beat
have it.
the British, we let them keep Canada.
Yeah, like there's nothing up there, dude.
Wow, that's a spit in the face.
Yeah, fuck you. Canada. Get the
That's
fuck out.
hilarious.
Yeah, nobody wants that. Those fucking nice people. They still put their milk in a bag.
Not the French Canadian ones because they are down here like that's the real.
Fuck those snowbirds, bro.
Yeah, that's the real immigration issue. Is
Yeah.
French Canadians coming to South Florida,
Yeah.
clogging up my golf courses, wearing capris, pissing me off, driving in traffic like
Capris.
assholes.
That's crazy.
They're French Canadian. I can't explain these people.
Dude, I went to a bachelor party in Montreal because that's apparently like strip club capital.
That's cool. Which means sex trafficking capital.
Montreal should get serious out there, from what I hear.
Dude, they do. They don't fuck around with their strip clubs. One of my cousins who will remain nameless.
Russians.
Dude, no, she was
Montreal?
American.
Yeah.
She's an American broad, maybe trafficked. Who cares? She just got airdropped into the strip club, and she, one of them was sitting on me, and I bought a private dance for my cousin and whatever, and she's like not distracting me, but just kind of getting immediate rapport. And she's like, I found out she's from Deerfield Beach.
That's crazy.
I'm like, dude, I could throw a rock at your fucking duplex.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing here? She's like, oh, it's a long story. I'm like, I bet it's not, you know?
Yeah.
And she's just sitting there. All of a sudden, my cousin, we're in this private room, and she's like, I just hear, and all of a sudden I look, I push this chick like a tall stack of books. I go, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And I look, and my cousin's on the floor in an arm bar, and she's trying to snap his elbow. And I go, what are you doing? And she goes, oh, she's training to be in the UFC. I think he wanted to see a move or something.
Yeah,
And
$50.
And I go, we got to get the fuck out of here. So
Yeah.
I get the broad, I pay her, I sell her. And
Zeller. So this was recent.
whatever, dude. I just, bro, I paid her in maple
Zell's
syrup.
Now they have all your
Yeah.
banking info, and they're like, we're
Yeah.
not even going to take this
I'm so
shit.
fucked.
Yeah.
I'm done. I brought
You
from
think she
Deerfield.
was really from Deerfield?
She knew it. Yeah, she
is,
knew.
yeah.
Well, but
No
yeah.
Deerfield.
Hey,
you
listen,
gotta know
man.
She
something.
said shit. She
I
said shit that I
wouldn't
couldn't.
trust-
Yeah, she said
I
shit
don't-
that I couldn't.
All right.
Listen, I treaded lightly, but okay, whatever, dude. I drank a couple of beers. What do you want from me? And then I take this broad, I pick her up like a garden gnome on a
just
lawn,
manipulate
and
her.
I go, we gotta go. I don't want you to fucking. She's like, he didn't pay enough. He said you had this.
I
I'm like,
love
what?
that.
He's
Never
like,
enough.
He's
Never
like,
is.
the submissions are extra. I was like, what did you do?
The submissions are extra? That's
No,
so funny.
submissions.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I go,
Lisp.
I go, I can't say. I go, we got to have a long talk because we're sitting down. Now we're watching these broads like climb poles upside down and shit. I'm like, dude, what were you doing to this chick? He's from, he's from the East Coast.
Yeah.
And he goes, like, she's not from the friggin' UFC, dude. I didn't think. And I was like, oh, yeah, you think you're that tough?
Yeah.
On her lap, just thicky, dude, looking like a fucking bowl of oatmeal. She's just fucking lapped up, just kind of jacked. Michael Phelps shoulders and shit.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I'm training for the UFC. And he's like, yeah, right. You couldn't do a move besides this, do a lap dance. She's like, want to see a couple of them? He's like,
Yup.
I get out of any of these moves.
Yeah.
He's like, man's strength versus. He started doing the male versus women's strength
Love
thing.
that.
And she was like,
You
I
don't
trained
do
with
that to
George
the
St.
UFC.
Pierre. She's like, I trained with George St. Pierre in
Nah,
Montreal.
yeah.
She's getting elbows to the face by
Yeah.
Jorge Masvidal, just getting hit with a fucking 9-iron. She's living her life. And she goes, you want to see a couple moves? He's like, I bet I could get out of him too. And she's like, all right, cool. Dude,
Unbelievable.
So it started with it was like a chokehold or whatever, and he did get out of that, but she swung and they both went to the floor. And I'm sitting here, I'm talking to this girl, I'm like, oh, you're from Deerfield Beach. How nice is Deerfield Beach?
And you hear the
And I
noise.
just, because all the noise made sense.
Yeah.
And she just souped him right into an arm bar. She's like, you're gonna tap out now, you. And he's like, He's like, she's like, this is extra too. He's like, so the $200, I had to Zelle more money.
Yeah,
now
of
they
course.
both have my information.
Yeah.
I'm fucked.
Oh, man.
It
You know,
didn't
this-
even come.
Why I need a sponsor for the podcast? And I'm like, dude. He's like, I think she fractured my elbow. I think there's like a hairline fracture. I'm like, you fucking Jew. I can't believe
He
you.
wants to sue this place.
I'm like, there's no way you're gonna press charges against a prostitute
Hell
for getting
no.
a
Yeah.
consensual.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, they know that
Elbow
too.
tap.
Yeah, they know that. It's
You
all in the
dumb
game.
fuck.
Let's charge it to the game.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
The city
bro.
versus Montreal Strip.
Yeah.
Dude. That's-
Cheetah, whatever they call them up there.
Dude,
whatever
but
the
they
strip
have
club
these
name
different
is.
strip clubs and they're cool, but like the place sucks. Like I saw a lady.
Well, they're not like, none of them are not sucky after
one
a
of
while.
one of the strip
Yeah.
clubs. One of the strip clubs looked like that fucking like Star Wars jazz place with like a mud hut. It had like it was all
that's so
covered in
funny.
sand and
That's
drapes.
hilarious. Like a theme strip club.
Yeah, I swear to God. I swear to God. I
Yeah.
swear, dude.
Like
I
tropical-
could
what
have
was that
paid in
tropical
fucking.
place?
I could have paid in rupees and rupees.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
semen.
Well, they probably gave you roofies.
Yeah, I feel
I've been
like
drugged
that.
at a strip club before, I believe.
Let's hear that.
Yeah.
Mm,
At
I'd like
that
to hear that.
one in West Palm. I think I was drugged
man.
in West Palm before.
Red Bar.
Monroe's, you mean?
Okay.
No, I wasn't.
We'll meet these.
I've gone to that one before, right when, because Erica, when I met her, she was sober for 5 years, and I was like, give me 2 weeks, and I got her. She was. We went to a Mexican restaurant one night. She got some margaritas, and so she was not sober anymore, right?
Yep.
After 5 years,
Clearly.
yeah. And so then she goes, I want to go to a strip club, and I was like, I don't go to strip clubs, but for sure, I was like, we went to Monroe's, and she got us a lap dance and everything. And I was like, oh, we're in the back room, she got and the girl was like opened her shirt off, like took her shirt off and like put her tits in front of in Erica's face. And was like, welcome to Colombia,
No doubt.
And like we're having sex. It feels like I think me and Erica were having sex while the girl was giving us a strip dance. And
Nice.
yeah, it was pretty wild, dude. And so
It's romantic.
it was very romantic. You feel like a real loser when you leave. Like it's almost like
Yeah.
it's like if you come in a massage parlor, like you don't feel great about yourself.
No,
I
not
feel
really.
worse if you don't come.
Yeah.
You do,
I'm
especially.
sorry, I couldn't
Yeah.
get it. I really like you as a
It's not
person.
you, it's me.
Yeah,
It's not you.
yeah. It's
We should
you-
see other
I
people.
wasn't
Sorry.
hydrated properly.
Oh, well, I didn't know what I was.
Get on my
yeah.
store.
I didn't know what I was getting into. Yeah, I could always come. But yeah, so then I went a couple
Clearly got
times on my
6
own.
kids.
Yeah, well, I'm not here to perform, dude. I'm here to come. That's what I say. I am not. This performance stuff that goes on, like I made this because I'm in my 40s.
That's like a shirt that I saw in the Keys where he's like, I came here to drink and fuck, and
Yeah.
I'm all out of beer.
Oh yeah, like
That's-
Days of
that's how you
Confused.
live your
Yeah,
life.
Days of Confused. I came here to two Days of Confused is what I came here to do: 2 things: drink beer and kick some ass. And I'm almost out of beer. But
He just ripped the shirt off from Dazed and Confused.
yeah, that's
Is
Days
it
of
really?
Confused. Yeah, that is Days of Confused.
Well, listen, everybody rips everything off
Yeah.
in a Keys shop.
Of course,
yeah,
brother.
they-
What the
because-
I
Of
rented
course,
this hooker.
dog.
Oh, how original.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Fuck
Yeah.
out of here with your fucking bullshit.
Days of Confused.
Holy shit.
Mm.
Damn, dude. Yeah, the strip clubs down here are some thuggery, man.
John,
Atlanta's got a strip club culture. You weren't banging with them up there, though. huh?
I went to one. They used to have one called. They have Magic City, which is famous for the blacks.
Rappers,
but, It's really just a theme park now. Like it's
a tourist attraction.
Yeah, it's a tourist
now,
attraction.
right.
Yeah, it's all touristy.
Yeah, exactly. For an Instagram photo.
There because back when shock jocks were a thing, you know, morning radio. There's a guy named Southside Steve, and he had a restaurant right next to a strip club. I'm trying to think of the name of it. And so we would go to that strip club sometimes, and I only remember it because there was this. I mean, she was a very cute girl. It was the first time I ever went. It was right after I got divorced. And I went in there. This girl was adorable. I was going to save her life, you know, just like every guy. And I go in there with like a couple $100 or whatever I had, and I think she made her vagina like clap a little bit or something. I don't know what it was, man, but I lost my money.
There's a standing ovation for the labia.
Yeah, and like my money was gone, and it was gone. I think it just sucked it right in her vajayjay.
Yeah,
but yeah, but they did because Atlanta had a full nude license with a full liquor license. And I think it's one of the only cities that does that. Fully nude, fully liquored.
Atlanta, Hollandale Beach.
Are they down here like that?
It's not the only one, dog.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah. Down here.
Yeah, they got naked. They got naked fully
Atlanta
here.
didn't invent the wheel.
No, they didn't invent it. No, but I think there's laws about what you can serve and how naked you can get.
Different cities have different laws. Different cities.
Yes, sir. West Palm Beach is a prude up there, too.
So, yeah, Tampa is like all the full nude ones. No alcohol, BYOB.
BYOB.
And Tampa's
you
like
could
big.
bring your own beer to the strip club.
That's the move. That's the move.
Well, they do a corkscrew fee. They do a corkscrew fee.
And then so
crazy.
If you bring like wine or liquor, but you can bring beer, no fee. But anyway, that's we're diving into the detail, the minutia.
So you've heard?
No, I haven't heard. I'm a strip club veteran. I'm been.
Hell yeah,
you know what a fucking idiot.
Yeah, he knows Tammy.
And so they do have.
They're all
They do have strip clubs with liquor, but they got to wear the pasties and shit.
Yeah.
But then you pay for the private room in the back, and hey, money makes the world go around.
It does. It does. That's why we're in the position we're in.
That's right.
I have to go to Mons Venus.
Mons Venus, shout out to it.
I thought it was Mom's Venus.
Is that Tampa?
That's Tampa.
Yeah, I was sitting there. I was typing in Mom's Venus.
It's taking you to daycare.
It's taking, I show up at
like a church.
fucking aftercare.
Yeah.
I'm here to pick up some kids and drink, and I'm all out of drinking beer.
Yeah, I'm here to do two things: jerk off and pick up kids. And I just
not in that order. Not in that order.
And I'm out of fucking kids. So I'm about to.
Are you out of kids, John? Are you? John, are you out of the? Are you out of the repopulation game?
I don't know, man. I feel like now there's. Nobody's having kids anymore, so I figure if I have one more, what's that gonna hurt? You know?
Like, I mean,
like the generation below millennial is definitely not having kids because they're not even fucking anymore. They invented a fleshlight, which is just should show you that like they're not even jerking off right. Like if you got a fleshlight, dude, just come out and be gay. Like you're already you're jerking off into something you gotta clean, man. What the fuck are you doing?
In a dishwasher with all your utensils.
What are you doing?
That you had to pay your hard-earned money for.
And I knew when I was getting divorced by my second wife because one time for my birthday she bought me a fleshlight
as a gag gift. But
I was like, you're not getting blowjobs anymore, I guess. And I was like, well, that's it for me, dude. I'm out.
Here's a flashlight with a mouth.
And by the way, I'm not here to perform. She knew that. I'm here to fucking reproduce. That's why I'm here. You know. Performance sex is bullshit. That's what I was saying before. Like I'm in my 40s on Instagram. I'll get Cialis and all that stuff on my thing on my feed, like because you watch these podcasts. They're all sponsored by Blue Chew and all that stuff, you know. And so you get them now because of that, and I guess, and they know your age or whatever, and so you start becoming insecure. You're like, well, is my dick not working or what's going on, you know? And because I've never taken, except for gas station dick pills, that's the only kind of dick pill I've ever taken. I've never taken one from
took a Rhino?
Oh, I've taken rhinos. I got addicted to those for a minute for sure.
I'll start snorting rhinos.
Yeah, I'll fucking put a couple of those in my ass, dude. Kidding me? Fucking just shove that thing in there to see what happens. You got a 50-50 shot is what I used to say, you know?
Of dying of a heart attack?
It's either going to numb your dick or you're going to get hard.
Oh, okay.
It's going to numb it up and you're going to be, you're like, sometimes you could take a dick pill and go, my dick is smaller now.
No.
It reproportioned the blood the wrong way.
You're like, it's just numb down there.
No. I've taken Viagra.
Yeah.
I've taken some sauce. When you take dick sauce, your body thinks you can rely on that more.
Oh yeah,
when you don't need to. I mean, it's like taking steroids when your testosterone is natural.
Sure,
right.
It's gonna fluctuate with all your shit.
It's gonna burn you out.
It's gonna burn the fucking natural oils that you're supposed to have.
Yeah.
Just
Look,
shuck an
man,
oyster
here's
and
the
cum
deal
in a
with
girl's
sex
mouth.
with me. I just
wrong with
want.
you?
I like to fight the cum. I like to go. I don't want to come yet. That's what I want to do. The whole time I'm fucking. The whole time I'm like, I don't want to come yet. I don't want to come yet. That's all I want to do.
So you just like you know when like we've all done it. I don't care. You're fucking abroad, and then all of a sudden you take it out for a little bit, and you're like, no, leave it. And she's going crazy.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, let the
I
jets
gotta sit down for a minute.
cool.
Yeah.
You know, and then
Is that the tip?
yeah,
Look, little
coming.
30-second timeout.
a 30-second tea time.
I need to take some time.
A little break.
Yeah, let's get to the drawing board. Drop a new play.
But the craziest
I'll
thing is
tickle
though,
it for a minute.
But the craziest, exactly.
Yeah.
If you don't keep her, fucking turrets
You
warm,
gotta-
and
yeah.
then
And then,
your
yeah.
Gatling gun,
Yeah. And then
you're
you're
gonna
ready
be
to go
out there.
shit.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
You're not. Your body is
Yeah.
not designed to fuck for hours.
Hers-
Your dick
her-
is.
We're here on the slow, burning the midnight oil, and they're going, boom, I'm about to fucking hate you
Yeah.
in 10 seconds or less.
Yeah, you got.
better start going.
Well, that's like if you're down on a girl for too long.
Boring.
You know what I mean? Like,
Boring.
because we all hit that crescendo when you're down on a girl. You know, you're down on a girl, you got the heat going, you got everything going, and you're like, all right, man, you're about to get the fireworks. You know what I mean? You're about to make it happen, and you miss that window. Something happens. You sneeze while you're down there, whatever it is. You know.
I've never done. What?
I'm just saying, you get a little hot chew down there.
I've coughed a couple
Yeah,
times.
you cough down there. You got to start
burped.
over. If you,
I burped.
I will say this: I'm at a place in my life where if I've got to start over,
If you drink beers and yes,
you're
leave
nasty.
out of here.
You're
dude.
if I got to start over on trying to make a girl orgasm,
It's a natural
I'm
body.
I'm out.
Instinct.
I'm out.
You what?
I'm
Say it
not.
again?
If I got to start over, if I miss the window of where she's going to ejaculate or
Right.
whatever, I'm done.
Now you're full stop
I'm
back
out.
to zero.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm not doing it. I'm not going back in. I'm letting her know. Erica knows. I'm not going back in. We're done. You can make my dick come. We're done. I'm out. I'm not doing it. But I can make her come in like a minute and a half, dude.
Having sex with a pregnant lady. Let's talk about this.
It's the greatest, man. It's the
just,
greatest.
It's
It's a different feel. It
banging
feels
a
great.
Big old watermelon with limbs.
Not real. I mean, you don't feel anything on the inside. There's a fucking everything's protected in there. And plus, I'm a white guy. I've got ADE, average dick energy. I don't have like this. I'm not a black guy with that. Like first of all,
They
I
would love to bang a watermelon with limbs.
I'm pretty good though. I'll be honest. I'm pretty. I'm okay sexually or dick wise.
Why is this not fun? It's not fun. Just get cut to the chase. It's
What?
not fun to bang a pregnant lady.
It's the best.
But you're like,
Their
oh,
vagina feels a lot. I don't think you. I'm saying you said that about limbs. I thought you meant like you feel a kid or something inside there. Or something.
No. I'm saying she's just this. She's a watermelon.
Yeah.
And she's got limbs.
You're usually
That's
doing
my
it on
You
the
give her
side
like
of
a
the
comfort
bed.
pillow or something like that. For
Yeah,
her?
you have to use it. Like you're doing a lot of like turning her over kind of stuff.
Okay.
You're doing a lot of that. You're not. Or she's on top of you.
It's
or
just
whatever.
like it's like
reverse
it's like
cow.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
No
like this.
WWE
Or your
fucking
side- you're doing
Triple
the
H body
sideways.
bombs.
Yeah,
with
you're
while
not doing
pregnant.
Triple
Okay.
H body
Yeah.
bombs.
Yeah, none of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think it just feels different inside.
She's on top. She ever get on top?
Yeah, of course.
Like there's more of like a nature's lubrication
Yeah.
coming. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot more of that going on.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's why I don't use any kind of sexual medicine
Except for the rhino pills back in the day.
back in the day. And I wasn't even fucking then. I was just using them to see if they would work on me. Just wanted to see.
I do that with fentanyl.
I wasn't even getting laid, dude. I wasn't even getting laid. I was like, I want to be able to think I was getting laid, so I was going to buy one. I might go to a massage parlor with a dick pill in my body. I don't know.
Well, yeah. I mean that
You know?
makes sense.
I'll
That
tell you
checks
this,
out.
man. This is a weird thing I did one time. I got into using penis pumps for a little bit.
That's
Like Austin Powers?
Yeah, just fucking
like
just,
Van Wilder when
just-
they think the penis
just
pump is the
jumping
bomb.
into just driving
Well,
around.
finish that one.
I would drive around in my car with a penis pump on.
Oh my god.
That's
No,
happened.
I think that's a lie.
That's not a lie. That's happened. You can't make that story up.
Okay, well then you all right then. Exactly.
What's the Yelp review on the penis pump?
Yes, you got to
Well,
hear.
they
I got to
all
hear a
break. They
penis
break.
pump.
You can't.
Break.
Yeah, because I'd get in there, dude. I was trying to ball. You know what it was? I think it was self-deprecation of like trying to just break my dick. I was like, I got 5 kids. I don't want this thing anymore. I want to explode my cock. And I was,
You trying to make yourself trans?
yeah, I was like, dude, explode, dude.
Self-mutilation,
Get outta here,
bitch.
yeah.
Holy
And it would just
shit.
get like engorged, man. It would be like a fucking gross ass, cantaloupe down there. And I would just leave it. And I would go into the gym and I would have this fucking floppy ass retarded cock.
You just look like you have a tumor.
Oh, yeah, I look like
Holy
that.
fuck.
It was
Wow.
unbelievable.
Like you were dry humping a wasp
It
nest.
looked like, you ever seen
man.
a squash, that's skinny and then it gets real fat,
Sure, yeah.
That's what my cock
Little
would look
Halloween
like.
time,
Yeah.
little
Your dick
seasonal.
look like
Yeah.
a fucking Pilgrim's Thanksgiving.
100%.
Seasonal
Like a-
self-mutilation.
Yeah, it's
One
just
of
a
those
gourd.
Dude.
Yeah. I
vegetables.
was like, can a bird
Holy
go in there and
shit,
live?
man.
Yeah, I had one of those for a while. And it was after my divorce. I was like, I got to get rid of this cock, dude. How do I get rid of this cock? And that's what I did.
Dude, you definitely got to get back into youth
Because
ministry.
I can't sleep with, I don't want to sleep because they'll get pregnant.
Thanks be to God.
My brother's first kid he still believes it was from a blowjob. So my brother has like 6 kids.
How many siblings do you have?
I got 2 younger brothers and an older sister.
Okay. How old's your sister?
I'm 40. She's 5 years older than me, so 53.
You're like 46?
I'm 47.
Wow.
Yeah, she's about to retire from teaching. She was a teacher when she was like 20. She was a gifted kid. Her husband's in the military, was in the first Gulf War and shit. They're just good,
That's
good
cool.
humans. Yeah, like they're good. Like her husband. This is a weird thing, man. My dad was married before my mom, right? And in the middle of the night, my dad's wife at the time, with my dad had my sister. My sister's my stepsister. My dad at the time was married to my sister's mom. The mom left in the middle of the night and left my dad there with just my sister, right? My dad was, he was whatever. And so my dad raises my sister, finds my mom, they get married. Later on down the road, my sister starts dating this guy in the military who's got a son, right? His name is Marcus, awesome guy. But as he's a baby, right? In the middle of the night, his my sister's husband's name is Jason. Jason's ex-wife, right? In the middle of the night, leaves Jason there with his son. And the same thing that happened to my dad happened to my sister's husband. So they raised him. Then my sister had 3 more kids. My sister's just a teacher. My mom, her husband is like a sales rep for a paint, like Sherwin-Williams kind of thing. And they just raised her. And she was one of the first teachers to work in a fully AI school in Atlanta, like the first one that was ever built in the country.
Nice.
Yeah, it was, $250 million school. I don't know how it's still doing, but you still got to have, like, the problem with teachers now is, like, they don't feel like they have any authority anymore, They feel like they have to be.
A lot of them in there
They're
scared.
They're
scared.
Yeah, and they're trying to fuck this, whatever. Like,
Yeah,
that
shit gets weird
Like, you
too,
got to
man.
have, like, you need to be a fucking fat piece of shit looking dude if you want to be, like, you should not be able to be a good looking teacher.
That's a huge red flag.
Yeah.
John, there's at our high
It's
school.
weird.
This is a fucking great story about teachers fucking kids.
Ugh.
So at our high school, we had this teacher who he was a really good math teacher, but we were at a Catholic school, right? And he was gay, and he couldn't move up to administration or whatever. So he got a job as a principal somewhere else. So what they did, they knew he was leaving. So they had a few teachers come in at the end of the year, and this was my senior year, Casey's junior year. Had a few teachers come in and would teach his classes. About 3 of them come in and teach. One of the teachers is tall, jacked, good-looking dude, like 25 years old.
Yeah.
One of the classes I was in was like some bullshit. Like if you're a senior and you took it, it was a bullshit class. It was like me and maybe 8 others of my classmates, seniors. The rest was like nerd freshmen and sophomores, right? So this guy's teaching.
This is like an elective class, kind of.
Basically, it was like statistics honors or some stupid shit. And so the GPA booster. And so this guy's teaching, charismatic guy, good teacher, funny, tall, good looking, jacked.
He was cool.
And yeah, he was cool. And
He
so,
was cool.
And so at the end of his week or whatever, the girl that sits in front of me, she's my homegirl. She turns around and she goes, I would fuck this guy.
Jesus.
And I go, and right there in my head, I go, oh, they're going to hire this guy and this is going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, fast forward a year, they hire him. He comes in, end of the school year. Cops raid the school. He was dating one of the students. Mug shot. Had to go to jail. Trial. He went on the run. I think he tried to take the girl or some shit. And it was like, and then
kidnapping.
No, she went voluntarily.
Oh,
right. Like, they were in love. They were in love.
And there was some Romeo pedophilia. Juliet shit.
And the word on the block is
crazy.
before he got to her, he was clapping out other chicks too. And then him and her, whatever, went off. And
yeah, you shouldn't have that.
And see, That's an issue.
It is.
That
it's
is
a huge
not
issue.
and that's like those people. The dude's
When did
a
you
predator.
graduate high school?
2012.
Okay.
The dude's a predator.
I
Like
graduated in '96. Like they didn't have that.
no. Yeah, you
Well-
had the fat teachers. You
Yeah.
had the
Yeah, we had
football
one
coach.
teacher
You
that
had
came-
every teacher
one
in your
female.
fucking generation look like Matilda's teacher.
100%.
The fucking dyke with the mole
We
and
had
throwing
one
people
girl
by the
that came in.
pigtails.
She was a hot. Her name was Miss. I won't say her last. Was her name? I think R.I.P. But she was.
Thought about how
yeah.
dead she was
Yeah.
and told on
I don't
her.
know if she's dead or not.
Go ahead.
Shout out to
She was. We were like, oh, this girl's. I was a senior when she came in, man. And she came in, and we were like, oh, this girl's hot, but she had a bad, lazy eye.
Yeah.
So they still were not going to hire her unless there was a little bit of default with
Gotcha.
her. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
she's
yeah.
still
Check for the defaults.
Yeah, you got to have a default.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
guy,
One
this
nipple,
guy had
something.
no. This guy had. If I took Ozempic, I would look like him now. This
Yeah.
guy had no flaws.
I love that.
So you were about to tell us a story about some bullshit with teachers in your time. Remember that? You were like, they're all fat and whatever, except this one. You don't-
Well, I said she had a lazy
Swafford.
eye.
She had the
she had a
defect.
lazy eye.
That
Yeah,
was
the
like-
defect.
So,
Yeah,
so
she
people
wasn't
were-
some
people
dime
were-
piece
yeah,
smoke
people
shop.
were just turning
I mean,
her
I
down.
still got it.
like
When I was a
fucking
freshman,
spam boat card.
I made the varsity baseball team in 8th grade in high school, and I got paddled by my high school teacher, by my high school
Yes,
baseball coach.
You were the last.
I was
he was
the last
If you think about it, he was
one.
the last generation.
So
to
yeah,
get
if you graduated high school
physical
in
abuse from the
96,
teachers.
this was like 92, 91.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in
And
8th
then
grade,
9/11
and then-
happened,
and then-
and they were like, "Nah, we're not going to hit
then
kids
goddamn
anymore.
Bill Clinton got elected.
Yeah.
Democrats took over.
You shouldn't hit kids with
Yeah.
paddles unless I watch."
Now, when I went to private school until the 8th grade, and in 8th grade,
he's going to kill me.
You
I don't care.
you could fucking, they would beat the crap out of you.
At the private school?
Yeah, they would. Mr. Norris, and Mr. Norris was my teacher for a while, and this guy was my history, whatever he was. I don't know. He taught everything because back then you had to teach everything, and you
Yeah,
didn't-
they did have some
had-
versatile.
yeah,
like they taught like religion
Yeah,
and
all of it.
math.
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Zients did that.
And this guy had I remember it was our first day going to
Doesn't
his
matter.
school. He had a mole or a skin tag on his eyelid.
oh, that droops.
That you could see, you
that
know,
weight on
and
it.
I had never seen that. It was on his, on the blinker, I think. And I said, "Hey, man, you got something on your eye, dude." And I got whipped
got
for
cracked
that.
for that.
Yeah,
And he was
and
just
I mean a fucking paddle, not like you got, I mean a paddle.
So he had what De Niro has on his cheek, just like 7 inches
Yeah.
vertical.
just,
and he's like-
I'm like, how do you see with that thing?
Did he have an accent?
No, he was just a regular guy. An old man with dirty breath, like that whole thing.
Coffee
I
breath.
Can still smell it. You
he's
still
just
smell
driving
that.
to work every day,
Yeah,
just
just
ready to
hates his
fucking
life.
beat the
Yeah.
shit out of a kid.
Listening to AM radio because that's
Yeah.
all there was.
Yeah.
I had a guy named Mr. Weed.
Our principal shot a deer
That's his real
in front of our school. Like that's how we're out. That's
What?
he shot a deer. It was deer season, so it was deer season.
Well, let's
Yeah.
hear this.
But he shot a deer. Like there was-
Talk- wait, hold up.
nobody drove a bus. Like we all had to get carpooled in, right? So I went to school with a guy named Scott. Me and my brothers. My sister didn't go; she'd already run away from home. But my brothers, me and Scott, a couple other guys, we would carpool in, and we got in the line. You had to stand in the foyer before you went into class. And do it. That was where your roll call was, and then you would go into class. We're all standing there. The principal's office was to the left of the big foyer or whatever. There's probably 150 kids in there. You hear the window. We don't hear the window open, but the window opens and the rifle sticks out. You just hear a gunshot go off. And
No fucking
there's
way.
deer out in the field.
No
and you just,
fucking
you
way.
You just see the old deer flop over, bro. Yeah, swear to God.
He went out there and
October 27th, 19. It's probably 82 or something, whatever it was.
He went out there and cleaned it out there
Yeah.
too. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
So
Yeah.
your teacher,
Principal.
your principal,
Yeah,
like when
Mr.
class- Jiggers,
Driggers.
Driggers.
Yeah, R.I.P. Driggers. Yeah. I don't know if he's dead, but he should be. You know what I mean?
If you've shot a deer
Yeah.
in a classroom,
Yeah. Well, he's like, we probably had it for lunch the
Something
next day.
tells me that wasn't his first time doing
No,
that either.
dude. No,
yeah.
he had a gun in his office. I mean,
Exactly.
he was like, you know what I mean?
He's probably feeding
He
him
had a
corn. He
gun
probably
in-
had a
yeah,
corn
he probably-
feeder out there.
he had a gun in his. He knew they were going to be out there that morning. It was a beautiful night.
Oh man.
You
October.
just doing the morning announcements.
Yeah.
Bum, bum,
Yeah.
bum.
He's
And
like,
class
"Y'all-"
today, we're going to have
Yeah.
venison burgers.
Dude,
He might
venison's
have
the
had a bit of
shit
That is
too,
the
man.
most redneck shit I've ever heard.
Absolutely.
One of them. Top
Oh,
5.
yeah.
Top 10. Dude, that is awesome.
Yeah.
That is,
We
no,
had
no
'em.
one raises questions either.
No,
That's what I want to go back to. The ignorance of just who gives a fuck.
100%, man.
Right.
We don't
Carpool
need
my
this
kids.
anymore.
I carpool my kids. I pick you up. You're my son. I go, what happened today? Daddy, well, you know, cool.
shot.
You know, I didn't do so well in my geometry.
I got whipped.
I got whipped. And by the gay dude, and then Driggers, Drigger, whatever,
Yeah.
Drigger, please.
Drigger, please. Yeah.
Pick Principal Driggers shot a damn deer outside of my history.
So my dad
class.
would have been like, was it a big one? My dad would have
That's
been
what
like,
I'm
yeah.
saying.
My dad
My
would have been like, was it
conversation
a
would be
buck
like,
or a doe? Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like
Yeah.
a father
Yeah.
being like, how
Yeah.
dare my son
Yeah.
exposed to a 308 rifle in the middle of geometry?
Yeah, we could. I could deer hunt, but by the time I was 11
that.
years old, I could deer hunt in my backyard. By the time I was 12.
By the time
Just Dolo, you just roll out there. And,
Yeah, he would make us. My dad would make us take the hunter safety course every spring or fall, and then if we passed, we could deer hunt in our backyard. We had hunting land out in Putnam County, but we could deer hunt back there with a shotgun only back then. But I'll tell you, me and my friend Scott, I had a 22. We all had guns, all my family, but we took a 22 and a 410, and we could walk up and down just like the street, you know. We would walk up and down the street and squirrel hunt. The DNR stopped me and my friend with a fucking gun. We had a gun. We each had a gun. A fucking
what's DNR?
the Department of Natural Resources. They would, they check for your hunting license and all that stuff.
Mhm.
All he did was pull over. He talked to us for a few minutes. He's like, "What are y'all doing?" We're like, "We're squirrel hunting." He asked for a hunting license. We had it, and he's like, "Y'all have a good day."
Mm-hmm.
That's what I grew up with. That's how I grew up. I mean, and then we'd go in the woods, shoot a few squirrels. We shot like 7 squirrels one time, and my dad was like, "What are y'all going to do with those? We're going to throw them in the trash, Because like, what do you do with a fucking? It's a rat,
Yeah, no doubt.
And he was like, "No, you're going to have to eat." We had to eat them.
Yeah, a little barbecue
It's the
sauce
first time
on
I ate them. Like the first time you skin. No, my grandmother, like she lived with us. Like you cut the backs off, you put the legs in. Like she made like squirrel dumplings, kind of. Like she stewed them,
Yeah. All right.
It's just like you like eating like a little rat thing, It's like when he milked the tits on that movie,
Well, you got to think about their nutrition.
Imagine biting a bone in there with any bones left. She cleaned them good.
Nah, because think about eating a
their
rotisserie.
bones are on it.
Yeah, they're
you're
on
not,
it.
You're not filleting it. Yeah, you're on it.
Yeah, and they're nimble. They're nimble
Yeah,
little
they're
things.
nimble little guys. Yeah,
Yeah, you get a couple. It's like filleting a fish. You find a little bone.
Yeah.
Dude, what is that? Because they just eat fucking acorns and
They're not terrible, man.
not terrible at all.
I'm
what
thinking
I'm saying.
True. I'm thinking of I'm
be.
a city boy. I'm thinking of the herb. Oh, okay, I got you.
We should all
up there, they're
know how
healthy.
to skin
They're
a squirrel.
healthy up
It's
there.
like it's a
Now down here,
down here,
down here,
they're-
squirrels
they
look
are
very
rats.
mangy. They
They're
look
rats.
mangy. They're small, but
That's
up
why I hate
north,
them.
if you
And
go,
I've shot a few, and they
once
got
you get
buried.
into the Georgia, like up north, like they're big. They're
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
big. You
I was
can
just
eat
thinking
them.
that. Yeah, because I've
I've
played
got a
golf
fox
up there in
squirrel
the mountains.
mounted. I've got one mounted.
Damn,
It's a black squirrel.
Those are cool.
Yeah,
I've seen
I have a
those.
black squirrel mounted.
That's some hood shit,
those are
dude.
super cool.
That's not hood. That's fucking America.
Yeah,
It
that's
ain't
true.
hood at all, man.
Well, because we have a place called Catfish.
You got that thing over here looking at me.
That's true.
Mhm.
He's staring right at you too.
Yeah, it's making me uncomfortable.
I don't care. So he's
Good looking little 8
That
point.
is a nice Everglades deer for damn sure. That was a big
I
buck.
swear to God, mine's about the same exact size.
That's my sister's head. Pause. That's my sister's.
pretty good.
That's my. Jesus Christ.
I'm a comedian.
I'm a comedian. This funny as shit.
So my sister, she's like, I just want a room change.
Call back.
And she's doing all that shit. So that's her deer. But we got gator heads, bobcats, all that shit.
Yeah,
you do.
Fucking,
I
some mule deer,
got a red fox mounted.
pig skeleton, pig
Yeah.
skull. Dude, my growing up, so like I would hunt a lot.
Iguana.
I would hunt a lot. Yeah, iguanas. But you
I'll
fucking
blast
toss
them
it.
to
Yo,
this
I got
day.
a fucking story for you, bro. So my uncle, the Venezuelan one, he, and I guess they eat amphibians. It's frog legs. I mean, if you
Sure.
think about it, it's a frog family.
That makes sense.
Sure.
Never
He's
thought of
like-
it that way, but
he's
all right.
he's like, oh Jimmy, he'd shoot him in the backyard and whatever. And he'd toss him in the canal, and he'd be like, Jimmy, you just shoot these things with that pellet gun. He call it like you shoot them with that pellet gun, and
Shoot 'em.
and then. And you just throw them in the canal, like that's a waste of food, man. And he's like, "What do you mean, Carlos?" He goes, "My country." I hate when people do that because like sometimes they'll say some shit and then they'll be like, "Where the fuck is this going?"
Yeah.
My country. All right, my country. So he
Yeah.
goes, "In my country,
You're
we eat some
poor.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
You would play soccer ball with a bowling ball.
Yeah.
All that gay
Yeah.
shit." And what happened was he's like, next time
Bowling ball.
so what you're telling me? He's like, next time I shoot one.
Shoot 'em.
You want to eat it, is what you're saying. If I'm hearing this correctly.
Yeah.
But of course, man, let's go. So, all right, a couple months go by, it's Easter, something like that. We're all sitting at the table, like 12 of us, like all different families. My Aunt Teresa, me, my Uncle Carlos, everybody. And he's my dad, he goes, oh, yeah, you know what am I doing? Mid-conversation, we're like, we didn't even serve food yet. We're just eating little picats, cheese cubes and shit. And he goes over the fridge, grabs this thing in a fucking couple rolls of paper towels, puts it on the middle of the table, and he goes, all right, Carlos, how do we eat it? It's a big iguana with like fucking his tails out, everything. You still got
Is it skinned or anything, or just
like that? And he goes,
just dead.
That's just been in your family fridge. You've been eating cold cuts out.
He goes, what you got is like frostbite and stuff already.
Yeah, you can't eat it
got
now.
a thought. He's like, don't bullshit me. Because you could eat those, but at what cost?
Fry them up.
Well, I live at Howard Park in West Palm, which is right by you know where the Improv is now. In West Palm, like off of
there is a new Improv.
Well, not yet.
West
That
Palm.
was it. That was in West. It's at the Kravis Center right now.
Oh, okay.
It's at the Kravis. So I live across the street, and there's
wrong.
a park there. It's called Howard Park, and it's pretty. I mean, it's at Okeechobee, and like it's a pretty busy area. And I live in the neighborhood behind it.
Yeah.
And there's a lake there. And the other day I'm walking out there, and there's this Hispanic dude, and he's looking up in this whatever kind of palm tree or whatever. And he's got his pellet gun, and he's got 2 on the side. He's already killed 2
on some Carlos shit.
Yeah, he's already got 2. And and I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I got another one up there, And and it fell in the water. I got it on film. He fell in the water. Yeah. And he's like, I was like, you gotta eat. He's like, he ate the legs. He ate the legs only.
Yeah,
some of the tail, he said, they were big enough. But then the next day, I'm walking at the same park. I walk there every day. And he said, and I saw these 2 white dudes, no shirt on, pretty built guys, They had shot 2. And they were taking them home. And they were like, we're going to try to eat them. And I was like, that's how you know we are near the apocalypse.
Nah, man.
You know what I mean?
Nah,
I mean,
not at all.
They might be on some South Florida redneck
They're on
shit.
some
That's what I
bumpkin shit.
thought.
Well, I mean,
all day.
Especially up there in
and
West
I think
Palm.
it's better for them. I think it's better.
I mean, it's better than McDonald's chicken nuggets. That's for damn sure.
It is better. And shout out to the McDonald's nuggets, but it is better.
Not shout out to McDonald's
Diaz,
nuggets.
Tell them the story about the story with the turtle soup. Tell them the story.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we got a buddy whose family had a house in Palatka, Florida, which is kind of by like Jacksonville on St. Johns River.
What is it, like an hour from Gainesville?
Maybe a little longer. It's north, north, a little south of Jacksonville on the river. Redneck is shit, like proper. His family found a property up there for like a house on the river. Have the boats, whatever. Have to bring the fam. So we would do trips like every year when we were kids, and we were freshmen in high school. So we're just starting to get drunk and shit. And we're up there, and we're like, we stole as much of our parents' liquor as we could. Brought it up there in water bottles, and we're like, we're drinking that on the boat. We're drinking like Tanqueray gin out of water bottles on the boat. We're like,
just like it's
literally.
water.
We're like, we need some beers.
Yeah.
We need beers.
We are smashed.
Like, we got to get beers to just day drink with beers. We're figuring it out. And so we're like, all right, there's one gas station in this town, one place that sells beers. Obviously, we're 14. We don't have fake IDs yet. We got to try our luck. So we go there. They send me in because I'm the oldest one. I'm starting to go sideburns and shit at this point. And so I go in a
Elvis
white
style,
in a wife beater and gym shorts. I just load up beer, like cases of beer, 4 Locos rolling off the top. I look like in Dumb and Dumber when Lloyd fucking walks out and like gets robbed by the old lady. That's literally what I look like. I go, I place it on the counter, and I'm like messing around. The lady's like, fat redneck inbred lady. She's like, "You got ID, son?" I'm just like, and I just walk out of the store. I walk back in our buddy's truck. Everyone's in the SUV, and our buddy's he freaks out a little bit of shit. He's a little high strung, and he's like, "Diaz, where's the beers?" I go, she wouldn't sell it to us. And he goes, "What the fuck?" And just slams on the gas, and we're just flying down the street. We're like, dude, he's driving wild. He thinks we're going to get like arrested and go to prison. Yeah. And we're like, dude, stop the car. He slams the brakes. And I'm like, bro, okay, now what we do, because this is what we do back home. We're going to find somebody cool to buy us beer.
Yeah.
That
simple math.
Yeah, it's easy.
Simple
and he goes, "Oh, that's what you want to do? You guys, we're going to get arrested. Fine, get out." We're like, "Get out. Turn us back around. We'll stand in front of the gas station like normal kids." And he's like, "No, get the fuck out." And so me and 2 of my other buddies get out of the car. Now we're just in the middle of the street in bumfuck Palatka, and we just start walking. We're walking through this little neighborhood, if you could call it that. It's just like cinder block houses, shacks, basically. We're walking on the dirt road. We see a giant turtle just in the middle of the street. We're just standing around looking at it like, holy shit, look at this giant turtle right here. This is nature. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Out of one of these cinder block houses, this fucking black guy who's, now I realize he was drunk off his ass, kind of looks like Cat Williams, wearing a T-shirt that's like a dress, looks like a paternity dress.
Yeah, I found it.
with Mike Tyson's face on it.
Love that.
Comes out and he goes, oh shit, that yo turtle, what y'all boys want for that turtle? We gonna make that soup. We go, well,
Jesus.
Anyway, I'm Robert. His name is Tyrone. We're like, Tyrone, you know what we'll do for this turtle? Some beer. He's like, oh, hell yeah. Now people are coming out. They're like, look at this turtle. We gonna have this soup. He's like, come back tomorrow. He gets his girl, some meth head white lady. She goes, go get these boys some beer. Takes us back to the store, buys us all the beer, all the money in our pocket. We gave her beer, 4 Locos. We drank for the rest of the fucking time just because that turtle we found in the road, man.
Yeah, he wanted to make soup
and then he was like, come back tomorrow. We gonna have a whole cookout with the turtle soup. Nah, we got drunk on the boat.
Yeah.
We never went back. Yeah, we were like, we can't press our luck twice.
When you get invited to the cookout off turtle soup, you know you
Let's see,
made
do
it.
kids do that today?
Yeah, you can say the
The
N-word.
kids do that today?
No.
No. Do
they
kids even
wouldn't
get drunk?
know No, kids don't get drunk anymore.
Yeah, alcohol is the devil.
Alcohol's
They
way
just
down.
catch a vibe.
Yeah, they do.
Well, this has been the
Been
Casey
great, dude.
Graves podcast
Been
with
great.
Robert Diaz.
That was a good ending of a story.
And my guest, who will probably be a recurring guest before he moves to Orlando, Florida, John Sorrell.
Good to meet you guys.
It's been as
Good to be
real as a
here.
fishing rod, and Diaz will catch bass off of it. John, do you want to plug anything? Do you got any fucking like
I'm on a
shows?
plug having kids. Have some kids is what I'm plugging.
Cameras right here.
Have some kids. Have a family. Raise some kids. Go to church. Love God. That's my plug. I'm going to be doing shows in at Sad Man tomorrow.
We waited long enough. He's like, all right, now I'll get real.
I'm going to be a Sad Man tomorrow night, but that's about it. I don't have a lot of shows coming up in this month because we're moving to Orlando.
Yeah.
So I'm good.
We'd love to have
Check
you
him
on
out,
again.
folks.
Yeah,
John
if you let me
Sorrell on
know
Instagram. You can find him.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram, Sorrell Comedy. Just doing rants all the time.
There you go. Absolutely.
Thanks for coming on.
Hey, thanks, dude. I appreciate you guys,
Appreciate
man. You guys
it,
are
John.
awesome.
Appreciate
Thanks,
you.
man.
Peace.
I'm out.